Who here in this room heard yesterday? Who here in this online format and direct format heard that I had asked you to start a team discussion before the class? When did I ask you to start a team discussion before the class? Did anyone hear like that? Then why the bloody hell the team discussion was happening at 3:30 and one student is not concentrating on the academic? And right from the morning I'm keeping on getting the text. What you people are doing? During the school time are you having the discussion? When did I ask you to do all that? For this little piece of trash, just a small story. Why are you spending a lot of time right from the very beginning? Right from the morning. And you are not concentrating on the academics, and because of that your parents are calling you and they are troubling you. You are getting trouble, they are getting trouble, and I am getting trouble. Who gave me the command? Who gave me the command to have this team discussion 3:30? And she's been busy still since 3:30. The class got late because I had to speak to her dad. I never told any one of you to go for a team discussion before the class today. It was not that big. Right from the morning I'm getting the feed. The US batch people slept and only then it got settled. But from Team Dakshin Siddharth I'm getting more feed from the morning. Brinda text, Ritan text, Vishnupriya text, Kalpita text. What the bloody hell? Why are you troubling yourself when the academics are going on? It's an academic day. Saturday, some people are really having school, right? You had work. Half day, yeah. You still had school, right? Yes. You had academics to deal with, right? And what about you? You had homework, right? Not few things. You are in Mitra's class. I know how much voluminous work you have. And you have academics too, right? Then what was the reason? 2:30 I got a call from Vishnupriya's dad. He said she's not studying. 3 o'clock I received a call. And he asked me, sir, did you give any team discussion? Because she's telling all of us that she has to go for a team discussion at 3:30. I said nothing doing. I never told any team discussion. நீங்க team discussion சொல்லவே இல்லை. அவர் 3:30 team discussion பண்ணா அப்ப இவளை ஒரு கூப்பிட்டு நான் பேச 10 minutes முன்னாடி ஒரு கூப்பிட்டு நான் பேச. I told you in the morning itself. Vanilla, Purna, Sivi Adityan. I think I told you. Yes. For your team. Appa enadhu idhu good idea. Kalpita, good idea. Vishnupriya. ஏண்டா இருக்கிற 3 பேர்கிட்ட மட்டும் லீடர் இத வாங்க நான் சொல்லியாச்சு. அதுக்கு அப்புறம் எதுக்கு வந்து இவ்வளவு டைம் வேஸ்ட் பண்ணி படிக்கவே இல்லை.
Actually, we planned that we extend things only to US perspective before the class.
US batch people, who is actually properly behaving in US batch in your team? Tell me. Yesterday, 2 people didn't even open their goddamn mouth. Purna spoke only once. Then why do you give importance for them if they are not interested? And that is the very reason I'm shifting US batch back to the form. Vanilla had woke up early. You were away through the sun. Sorry, you go back to sleep. Right or wrong? What nonsense is this? Why is the child disturbed in the sleep? It's not that much important. நானே important சொல்றேன். ஒரு சின்ன ஸ்டோரி. அந்த ஸ்டோரி வந்துட்டு இது பண்ணுங்க அப்படி சொல்லியாச்சு. நேத்தே முடிச்சிட்டீங்க. நேத்து நீங்க வீட்டுக்கு கிளம்பும்போது உங்க டீம்மேட்ஸ் கிட்ட சொன்னேன். That I appreciate. Vanilla, Sivi Adityan, Anjana, you will have to speak அப்படின்னு சொன்னா. Brinda came and told me, sir, Sivi Adityan is giving a real nice idea. அப்படின்னு நீங்க சொன்னீங்க. I thought things are going on well. காலையில நீங்க ஏதோ டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணீங்க. Okay, fine. So 8:30 when I was in the gym, I got to feed 8:15. Fine, that's good. You know, having a healthy conversation, that's good. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, it was never ending. இல்லடா இப்போ ஒரு 2 நாள் முன்னாடி வந்து எங்க சொல்றாங்க. இருந்தா வந்து எங்க சொல்றாங்க. எங்க அம்மா கேட்டே இருக்காங்க. என்ன ஸ்கைப்ல இருந்து நோட்டிஃபிகேஷன் வந்துட்டே இருக்கு. What do they think of me? I'm giving complaints every single freaking day about Vishnupriya. என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்க? புள்ள படிக்கிறது இல்ல, இது பண்றா, டிவி பார்க்கறா, படம் பார்க்கறா. What the bloody hell is happening? எதுக்கு அவனுக்கு பைலாசம்? நமக்கு என்ன சொல்லியாச்சு? இன்னைக்கு என்ன நடக்குது? உங்க அப்பா என்ன போய் பேசணும், நீ பேசுங்க. நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி போய் பேசுங்க. ஒவ்வொரு நாள் ஒவ்வொரு ப்ராப்ளம் கொடுத்துட்டு இருக்கீங்க உங்க அப்பா. அப்புறம் எது கொடுத்த கேரக்டர் பில்டிங் ட்ரெயின்? If the parents are worried about my students, then it is a failure. I'm a failure. So many people are very lethargic, except few people. And the US batch is disappointing me like hell. Purna, Advai, Venila, Anjana, they hardly open their goddamn mouth and speak. I'll have to wait for a whole class of 2 hours. One message communication ஒழுங்கா ப்ராப்பரா கிடையாது. Sir, I said, I thought the class is at 9:30. அப்படின்றா பிரிஷா ஒரு நாள். Sir, I thought the class is moved on Monday. அப்படின்றா பூர்ணா ஒரு நாள். இந்தியன் பேட்ச்ல இப்படி பிரச்சனை, யூஎஸ் பேட்ச்ல என்ன பைத்தியம் ஆக்கிட்டு இருக்கீங்களா என்ன? He's giving basic complaints. I mean, she's not studying. Not a tuition fees. Yeah, என்ன மாதிரி வாங்கிட்டு இருக்கீங்க? மணிகண்டன் சார் கிட்ட ட்ரெயினிங் போற ஒரு பொண்ணு இப்படி இருக்குன்னு சொல்லிட்டு எல்லா பேரண்ட்ஸும் நினைக்கணும்னு நான் படாத போயிட்டேன். லூசிங் ஸ்லீப், லூசிங் ஃபுட், லூசிங் ஹெல்த், இதெல்லாம் நீங்க கொடுக்குற மரியாதை தானே. 4:45 your parent is talking to you and I have to tell him he's very worried. Your father is very goddamn worried and I have to solace him. City's most profound doctor is worried because of his fire and struggle on people. ஏன்ட்ட வந்து ஒரு மாதிரி சொல்ற, அவர்கிட்ட வந்து ஒரு மாதிரி சொல்ற, உன்னை எவ்வளவு டிஃபரெண்ட் பண்ணி நான் பேசுறது? சார் அவளை என்ன திட்ட முடியல, அவளை பார்த்தா எனக்கு பாவமா இருக்கு கூட நீங்க அப்பாட்ட சொல்ல திட்டுங்க சார், சத்தம் போடுங்க. I cannot shout at you. Look at your face. எப்படி நான் திட்டுறது? என்ன ஸ்பீக்கிங் எல்லாரும் என்ன எத்தனை நான் பாக்குறது? நீங்க வீட்டுல பேசிக்கா பாடுற பிரச்சனைகள் எல்லாம் வந்துட்டு என்கிட்ட வந்துட்டு தேவையில்லாம உங்க கம்ப்ளைண்ட் பண்ண நிலைமை கொண்டு வந்திருக்கீங்க. என்கிட்ட கிளாஸ் போனா எல்லாமே சரியாயிரும் அப்படின்னு ஏதாவது இருக்கா? படிக்கிறது இல்ல, யூடியூப்ல படம் பார்க்கறா, மெகா சீரியல் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கா, வீடியோ கால் போட்டு டைம் வேஸ்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கா, தெராபி ஒழுங்கா பண்றது இல்ல, எல்லாத்தையும் போய் சொல்றா. How many complaints have you received about? உங்க அப்பா சொல்றாரு, இன்னும் எத்தனை பேருடைய வீட்டுல நடந்துட்டு பேரண்ட்ஸ் அமைதியா இருக்குன்னு எனக்கு தெரியும். You've been telling me that you're doing therapies every single day. And you've been telling me that the supplements are properly used. And you've been telling me that the idea pad and journal are properly registered. And he says none of that is happening. And you say that I'm doing the therapy after everybody sleeps. When did I ask you to do everybody after everybody sleeps? Whatever நான் சொன்னேன், எல்லாரும் தூக்குற பிறகு நீ தெரப்பி பண்ணிட்டு உன் தூக்கத்தை சாக்ரிஃபைஸ் பண்ணிட்டு நான் பண்ண சொல்லவே இல்லையா? மே 2020, ஜூலை 2021 நீ எப்படி இம்ப்ரூவ் ஆயிருக்க? How many hours of counseling I have given you? How much of energy I have spent for basically correcting yourself? உன்னை சப்போர்ட் பண்ணி பேசிட்டு இருக்க உங்க அப்பா ஓகே, உங்க அம்மா உனக்காக நானும் டிஃபரெண்ட் பண்ணி பேசிட்டு கண்டிப்பா அவர் பண்ண மாட்டாங்க. அவங்க ப்ரூஃப் எடுத்து விடுறாங்க, நான் வாயை மூடிட்டு இருக்க வேண்டியது. I cannot speak further. சார் நீங்க அவங்களுக்கு சப்போர்ட் பண்றீங்க சார், இப்படி நடந்துட்டு when they are coming up with the proof, then I'm stunned, speechless. I don't know how many people are there. எத்தனை பேருடைய வீட்டுல இந்த மாதிரி கம்ப்ளைண்ட்ஸ் இவங்களுக்கு வந்துட்டு விசிபிளா எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருச்சு, இப்ப அவளை புடிச்சு நான் கிழிச்சுட்டு இருக்கேன். நீங்க எத்தனை பேர் பண்றீங்கன்னு தெரியும். I'm damn sure none of you are doing therapy properly. None of you are doing therapy journal submit பண்ண சொல்லி நான் சொல்லவே இல்லை. ஏன் தெரியுமா? சொல்லி இருந்தேன்னா அத்தனை பேரும் உத வாங்கி இருப்பீங்க. ஏன்னா ஒருத்தர் இப்ப ஒழுங்கா தெராபிஸ் பண்றதுன்னு எனக்கு தெரியும். Except couple of people. She comes and says, எனக்கு journal writingல மார்க் எனக்கு கொடுக்காதீங்க, நான் எதுவுமே இல்லை. அந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது சொல்லி தொலைச்சிருக்கேன் என்கிட்ட. சார் எனக்கு இந்த மாதிரி மார்க் கொடுத்துடாதீங்க. அசோதரன் சொல்லுவான், சார் புக்குக்கு நீங்க எனக்கு மார்க் கொடுக்கறதா எனக்கு அவ்வளவு கொடுக்காதீங்க சார், நான் இந்த தடவை சரியா படிக்கல சொல்லியா? அந்த மாதிரி என்கிட்ட வந்து சொல்லியிருக்கேன். சார் வைரஸ் எனக்கு மார்க் கொடுக்காதீங்க சார், நான் வைரஸ் ஃபாலோ பண்ணேன் என்ன சொல்லிடு. நான் மலரோட நம்பிட்டு இருக்கேன். பேரண்ட்ஸ் கிட்ட சண்டை போட்டுருக்கேன். தனவால் சார் ஃபோன் பண்ணி எங்கேயாவது பேசினாங்கன்னா நான் விட்டு சப்போர்ட் பண்ணி பேசணும். அவர்கிட்ட சண்டை போடுவேன். சமயம் என்கிட்ட பேசினாங்கன்னா அவங்ககிட்ட நான் சண்டை போடுவேன். தட்சிணம் அப்படி கிடையாது. வித்யா மேடம் பேசினாங்கன்னா அவங்ககிட்ட நான் சண்டை போடுவேன். இது மேடம் பேசினாங்கன்னா அவங்க சண்டை போடுவேன். நந்து பேசினாங்கன்னா அவர்கிட்ட நான் சண்டை போடுவேன். I want that fight to be true. Not getting a sorry figure and embarrassing and showing off and turning to teeth. நான் சண்டை போடணும். நான் அடிக்கடி அவங்க அமைதியா இருக்கணும். ஓகே இந்த ஆட்டு குழந்தை விட்டோம் பார்த்துட்டு வர அப்படி இருக்கணும். உங்க அப்பா கேட்கறது என்ன பதில் சொல்லணும். Because நீ தப்பு பண்ண. How many times? Last year it was a character issue. This time it is an academic issue. Okay, Kalita. Good idea, Kalita. Good idea, Kalita. அவ்வளோ ஆக்டிவா இருக்கு. அவர் கேட்கிறார் MS கிளாஸ் தான் சாவரா சார், ஆனா படிக்கிறார் ஒண்ணுமே செய்ய மாட்டேங்கிறார். நான் இங்கே எப்படி சாவர சொல்லுவேன். All the parents are saying the same. உங்க MS கிளாஸ்ல காமிக்கிற அந்த ஒரு இது வந்து every parent is saying the same. MS கிளாஸ்ல காமிக்கிற அந்த இதை வந்து படிக்கிற காரணம் சொல்லுங்க, படிக்கிற காரணம் சொல்லுங்க. அப்பா அம்மா வந்து ஒரு விஷயத்தை சொல்றாங்கன்னா ரோசப்பட்டு அதை ஒரு சேலஞ்ச் எடுத்து பண்ணப்பட்டது. எத்தனை விஷயத்த சொல்றாங்க. பையனை பத்தி சில கம்ப்ளைண்ட்ஸ் அப்படிங்கிறது வேற மாதிரி, பொண்ணை பத்தி சில கம்ப்ளைண்ட்ஸ் அப்படிங்கிறது வேற மாதிரி. பொண்ணு அப்படின்னா ஒவ்வொரு கம்ப்ளைண்ட்ல அந்த பொண்ணுடைய கௌரவம் அழிவு. ஏன் அவனுக்கு புரிய மாட்டேங்குது. வாட்ஸ்அப்ல வந்து டெக்ஸ்ட் வாங்கிட்டு அப்படியே காப்பி அடிச்சு எழுதுறாங்கிறது அவங்க அப்பா வந்து என்கிட்ட சொல்லணும். அதை நான் கேட்கணுமா? என் ஸ்டூடெண்ட் பத்தி அதை நான் கேட்கணுமா? ஆனா காலேஜ்ல இருக்கிற MBA ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ், இன்ஜினியரிங் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் ஈஸியா கம்ப்யூட்டர் ஹேண்டில் பண்ணிட்டு அவங்க எல்லாம் தெரிஞ்சுக்குவாங்க. நீ எல்லாம் குழந்தை புள்ள தானே, உனக்கு என்ன கேடு? எப்ப பாரு ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் நடந்த காலத்துல இருந்து பாருங்க, காரை நிறுத்தி ஸ்லோ பண்ணி உங்க அப்பாவும் உங்க அம்மாவும் நிறுத்தி வண்டி வண்டியே கம்ப்ளைண்ட் சொல்லிட்டு போவாங்க. அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு ஃபன். ஏன் அப்படி என்ன உனக்கு பிரச்சனை? பாராட்ட வேண்டாம், அட்லீஸ்ட் கம்ப்ளைண்ட் பண்ணாமே அது இருக்க முடியும். கண்மன் இருக்க வேண்டாம். நீ கம்ப்ளைண்ட் பண்ணில அடுத்த தடவை வந்தால பார்க்கும்போது நீ கம்ப்ளைண்ட் பண்ணாம நான் பண்ண வைக்கிறேன். ப்ளோ தட் பிளடி ஃபைன். அந்த ஃபைன் வேணும். அப்புறம் எதுக்கு உங்களுக்கு கண்ணன் அடிக்கணும்? No parent should complain. No parent should complain. That's my objective. I'm telling all of you. When a complaint is coming from a parent, I will be terribly disappointed, I'm telling you. எவ்வளவு நேரம் ஆகும்? பிரிஷாவோட அப்பா ஜெய கிட்ட போய் வந்துட்டு சார் பிரிஷா அட்டன் பண்ணல, கேட்டா எப்படி சொல்றா, ஒழுங்கா கவனிக்கல. பூர்ணா அத்வைதோட அம்மாட்டு போய் பூர்ணா வந்துட்டு தெரியாம கவனிக்காம she has missed a class. அஞ்சனா பேசவே மாட்டேங்கிறா அப்படின்னு அவங்க மேடம் கிட்ட போய் சொல்லிட்டு துளசி மேடம் கிட்ட வெளியில கரெக்டா எல்லா டைமுக்குள்ள வராங்கன்னா பார்ட்டிசிபேஷன் கம்மி. எவ்வளவு நேரம் ஆகும் இந்த மாதிரி உங்க பேரண்ட்ஸ் கிட்ட உங்களை பத்தி போட்டு கொடுக்கறதுக்கு? எனக்கா பண்ணிருக்கேன். Then why you people are so negligible? உங்களை நான் யாருக்கிட்டையுமே கிவ் அப் பண்ணி பேசுறதே கிடையாது. ஆனா உங்களை பத்தி உங்க பேரண்ட்ஸ் எப்படா கம்ப்ளைண்ட் பண்ணாம ரெடியா இருக்காங்க. அவ்வளவு தப்பு நீங்க எல்லாரும் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்க. It's not only for Vishnupriya I am telling you. It doesn't mean that she is at fault and everybody is God's ambassador. No. It's happening at every single place. My question is why the parents are holding complaints besides their sons and daughters are attending a character development session. அப்படி எதுக்கு உங்களுக்கு CRS பையஸ்? ஒரு பேரண்ட் கூப்பிட்டு உங்க பையன் உங்க பொண்ணு எந்த கிளாஸ்க்கு வராங்க. Do you have any complaints? No, I don't have any complaints. I should say I'm happy with it. அப்படின்னு சொன்னாதான் எனக்கு தூக்கம். ஆனா நீங்க யாருமே அந்த பேரை கொடுத்ததே இல்லை. கொடுத்தது அப்ப நடிகை எல்லாரும் ஆக்டிங் 50க்கு 45 மார்க் கொடுத்து உடனே நான் அனுப்புறேன் ஒரு ஆக்டிவிட்டியில புள்ள அப்படி நல்லா பண்ணிருக்கான்ட்டு உங்க அப்பா அடுத்த ஃபோன் பண்ணிட்டு பையன் கூட படிக்க மாட்டேங்க அப்படின்னு அப்புறம் உங்களுக்கு எரிச்ச 40-45 என்ன ரீசன்? நாளை காலை 4 மணிக்கு ஃபோன் பண்ணா நான் கொடுக்க மாட்டேன் எனக்கு பிடிக்காதுன்னு தெரிஞ்சும் அவர் ஃபோன் பண்ணி ஒன்று வந்து சொல்லிட்டு இருக்காருன்னா I know that this is not the act time, sir, but இருந்தாலும் பேசி அவரு பேசலாம் அப்புறம் அவருக்கு எவ்வளவு கொதிப்பு இருக்கும். That's why the link was sent very late. She was trying to prepare PPT. I stopped it. Prepare PPT and don't prepare one. ஏன்னா டைம் ஆச்சு. டைம் ஆன காரணம் நீ இப்போ என்ன பேசுறது தெரியுமா? டெய்லி MS கிளாஸ் முடிச்சுட்டு நீ போய் படிச்சுட்டு டைரி நீ சைன் பண்ணிட்டு வர. உங்க அப்பாவும் அம்மாவும் கொடுத்தாங்க. நான் டியூஷன் டீச்சர். நான் சரியில்லை. அதை பண்ணான்னு சொல்லிட்டு. என்னை பார்வர்ட் ஸ்கூல் டீச்சர் இதான் என் வேலையா? அதான் தேவையில்லை சார், அவன் படிப்பா சார், என்னோட ஸ்டூடெண்ட் சார் அவர் அப்படின்னு உங்க அப்பா கிட்ட சொல்ல முடியல. நீ சொல்ற அளவுக்கு இல்லையே. சரி சார் வண்டி எடுத்து தான் இருக்கேன். உனக்கு அவமானம் வரக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நான் என்ன சொன்னேன்னா சரி சார் அதே ஐடியா பண்ணலாம். ஆனா யூஎஸ் பேட்ச் கிட்டையும் இந்தியன் பேட்ச் கிட்டையும் விஷ்ணு பிரியாவியோட சிஸ்டம் கொண்டு வரேன். டெய்லி வந்துட்டு அவன் என்ன ஜீரோட காட்டுவாங்க. நம்ம எல்லாரும் அப்ரிஷியேட் பண்ணலாம், அவரோட சைக்காலஜில மோட்டிவேட் பண்ற மாதிரி பண்ணலாம்னு நான் சொன்னேன். ஆனா சார் சூப்பர் ஐடியா அவனு சொல்லிட்டு போன் வச்சுட்டாரு. இங்க எனக்கு மார்க் வந்துச்சு. ஓ நீ தம்பிட்டே இருக்க, உனக்கு கெட்ட பேர் வரக்கூடாதுன்னு உன் மனசு ஃபீல் ஆகக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நான் மேனிபுலேட் பண்ணி உனக்கு ரோசஸா கொடுத்துருக்கேன். அதை நான் பண்ணது வச்சுக்கேன். அநேகர் இப்ப மாறிட்டாரு. அவருக்கு வேற ஏதாவது மேனிபுலேட் பண்ணிட்டு நம்ம ஸ்பெஷலா ஃபீல் பண்ண வைக்க மாட்டாரு. ஸ்பெஷலா ஃபீல் பண்ண வச்சுக்க மாட்டாரு அப்படின்னு போய் அதெல்லாம் நடக்காது. தப்பு செஞ்சா நீ மினிஸ்டருடைய பொண்ணா இருந்தாலும் பிரைம் மினிஸ்டருடைய பையனா இருந்தாலும் தான் அடி உதவும். எதிர்த்து பேசுறா, சொன்னா கேட்க மாட்டேங்கிறா, கோவப்படுறா. எத்தனை அப்புறம் அவங்க வந்து அங்க இருந்து இங்க வந்து டீம் டிஸ்கஷன்ல வந்து பியூட்டிஃபுல் எக்ஸ்ட்ராடினரி ஃபேண்டாஸ்டிக் அப்படி சொல்லி என்ன பேர்? When you are evil-minded to your parents and if you are nicer to your friends, then what's the use? When your parents are disheartened and just by enlightening your friend's heart, are you going to do any justice for your life? I don't think so. ஒரு ஆக்டிவிட்டியை முடிக்கிறதுக்கு ஒருத்தன் பேசுறதுக்கு நான் 1.5 மணி நேரம் வெயிட் பண்ணுவேன். யூஎஸ் பேட்ச்ல 17 classes of merger. அந்த 17 classes-ல டோட்டலி மொத்தமா பேசின ஆட்கள் பார்த்தா கிரண், விதாஷி, சித்தார்த் was absent. Prisha, Purna, Vanilla, Anjana, Advait, Sanvi, Ideya. If I have to wait for the pearls to come out of your goddamn mouth, I'll have to wait for 1.5 hours. Then what was the bloody reason you asked for a merger class? What would Indian guys think of me? I'm telling you, the 17 merger classes were absolute failure. Absolute failure, I'm telling you. Because you did not deliver properly. You don't know. சொல்லுங்க. இவரோட இந்த ஒரு இது உங்க எல்லாத்துக்கும் ஒரு பாடம்டா. Every single boy and girl who is attending via online, every single boy and girl who is in the direct class, it's a lesson for every single person, I'm telling you. I don't want any person from your family to complain against you. Tell me. நான் எதுக்கிட்ட தெளிவா சொன்னேன். I'm not going to touch your bylaws code. உன் bylaws நான் தொடர போறதில்லை. இது எல்லாமே bylaws breaching வருது. You have breached the bylaws. If I think I can give you 150, 175 marks, minus. But I told you yesterday that I'm not going to do such thing. And I gave you an ultimatum warning. And again, your dad is coming up with a complaint. I have opted for a family counseling. மூணு பேருக்கு வாங்க இங்க உட்கார்ந்து counseling நான் மூணு பேருக்கு கொடுக்குறேன்னு சொன்னேன். Mom, your dad, and you. If that has happened, it's an embarrassment for your family. அப்படி ஒரு நடந்துச்சுன்னா உங்க ஃபேமிலிக்கு அது ரொம்ப அவமானம். உன்னை கட்டுப்படுத்த முடியாம உங்க அப்பா அம்மாவுக்கு ஒரு எவ்வளோ ஒரு தேர்ட் பர்சன் கவுன்சிலிங் கொடுக்குறாங்க. உனக்கு அதான் வேணுமா? உங்க அப்பா தோத்து போயிருக்காரு, உங்க அம்மா தோத்து போயிருக்காரு, அதெல்லாம் நீ நாட்டு கிடையாது. நான் தோத்து போயிருக்கேன். அதான் நான் டாலரேட் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். ஒரு தடவை அவார்டு எவ்வளவு வாங்க? இந்த தடவை வாங்கிருக்கியா? 8 நாளைக்கு முன்னாடி இந்த தடவை உங்ககிட்ட நல்ல ஃப்ளைட் கலர்ஸ் இருக்கு, நீ நல்ல அவார்டு வாங்கணும்னு சொல்லி நான் உங்களுக்கு சொன்னேன் இல்லையா? எல்லாரும் கைவிட்டாங்களா இல்லையா? 8 நாளைக்கு முன்னாடி. Not 8 days back, just 8 days back. That's the spirit now. That's the spirit now. யாரு நமக்கு எதுக்கு அவங்களுக்கு ரிட்டாலியேட் பண்ற? மெகா சீரியல்ஸ் பார்த்து என்ன கிழிக்க போற நீ? அறிவு என்ன உனக்கு? அதை போய் உட்கார்ந்து பார்த்துட்டு இருக்க. Are you not ashamed? What do you think? Like if you're watching a bloody stuff for about 30-35 minutes, the 35 minutes your energy goes into a different direction. And before that, for about 15-20 days, whatever you have accumulated on a good basis are all ransacked just because of watching the 35 minutes of rubbish, trash. ஏன் உங்களுக்கு தோண மாட்டேங்குது? சப்ளிமெண்டல் சப்கான்ஷியஸ் மைண்ட் பத்தி சைக்காலஜி கிளாஸ் அட்டெண்ட் பண்ற ஒரு பிள்ளைக்கு தோண வேண்டாம். யூடியூப்ல படம் பார்க்குறது, மெகா சீரியல் பார்க்குறது, ஏன் டெஸ்ட்ரக்டிவ் பாத்லயே போய் தொலைறீங்க? கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்டிவ் பாத்ல போக வேண்டாம். மத்தவங்க பதினா இருக்கிற மத்தவங்களுக்கு உனக்கு என்ன வித்தியாசம்? உனக்கு எதுக்கு ஒரு கேரக்டர் இருக்கீங்க கிளாஸ்? கேட்டா சாலிங்க இனிமே நடந்துக்காம பாத்துக்கிறேன் அப்படிதான் சொல்லிட்டு போனேன். 24 மணி நேரம் கூட மறுபடியும் போன மாதிரி புது கம்பெனிஸ், நேற்று 80 கம்பெனிஸ், 10 கம்பெனிஸ். கம்பெனிஸ் வாங்கிட்டு நான் வந்து எதுவுமே நடக்காத மாதிரி செஷன் நடத்திட்டு அப்படியே ஒரு அடிச்சு சீரியஸ் கனெக்ஷன் நடத்திட்டு அடிக்கடி ஒண்ணு அதெல்லாம் எங்க நடக்காது. கம்ப்ளைண்ட்ஸ் ஒரு வந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா சப்பு போலே தப்பி என்ன காரணம் நான் கேட்பேன். யாரா இருந்தாலும் சரி. What did you think? Because I will let go and I just focus on what's important on the table of the session today. No. If there is a very big activity that is going on and if one person is at fault, then I will be focusing on that person because that's a mission failure coming. I will set up an inquiry. That's what I'm doing. And you don't have any answer for anything. உனக்கு எதுக்குமே பதில் கிடையாது. எத்தனை அக்டோபர் செப்டம்பர் வருது அப்படின்னா 40 நிமிஷம் நீங்க உட்கார்ந்துருக்கலாம். ஒரு 2 மாசம் ஒழுங்கா இருக்க, அப்புறம் மறுபடியும் ஃபாலோயிங் பேக். ஏன்னா 2 மாசத்துக்கு ஒரு தடவை கத்தி எனக்கு வீட்டில் நான் சாகணும். மேக்ஸ் மார்க்ல கம்மியா இருக்கா, சயின்ஸ் கம்மியா பெர்ஃபார்ம் பண்றா அப்படின்னா அதெல்லாம் ஹெல்தி கம்ப்ளைண்ட்ஸ். டியூஷன் டைம் இருக்கு, என்கிட்ட சொல்லவே இல்லை அப்படின்றது. உடம்பு சரியில்லை போய் சொல்லி MS கிளாஸ் நீ வந்திருக்க சொல்லிட்டு அவங்க கம்ப்ளைண்ட் சார். அது எனக்கு கஷ்டமா இருக்கு, உனக்கு கொஞ்சம் கூட கஷ்டமா இருக்கு. அதர் கண்ட்ரில இருந்து உட்கார்ந்து ஒருத்தர் வந்து நீ கிட்ட வாங்குறத பார்த்துட்டு இருக்காங்க லைவ்ல, உனக்கு கஷ்டமா இல்ல? எத்தனை பேர் அப்படி இருக்கீங்க? உங்களுடைய ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டி ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டிஸ் ஒழுங்கா பண்ணாம வீட்டுல வந்துட்டு பிரச்சனை பண்ணிட்டு பேரண்ட்ஸ் கிட்ட பிரச்சனை பண்ணிட்டு என்கிட்ட சொல்லாம இவரு மாதிரி டிரான்ஸ்பரண்டா என்கிட்ட சொல்லாம எத்தனை பேர் வீட்டுல இப்படி பிரச்சனை போயிட்டு இருக்கு? Open your goddamn mouth and speak. How many people are having this issue at home? Non-compliance of your basic responsibilities and the parents are annoyed with your behavior. How many houses are facing that? Tell me now. அப்படி இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா நீங்க கிளாஸ்க்கே வராதீங்க. Please don't show up. I'll give you a retention card. உங்க அட்மிஷனை க்ளோஸ் பண்ணி I'll give you a retention card and I'll give you a certificate as well. இத்தனை நாளைக்கு நீங்க அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க, இனிமே வர வேண்டாம்னு சொல்லி. Look at Mohammed Sadhulma. That guy attended from last year July to October. He knows when to take a break and he knows when to resume. நாலு நாளைக்கு முன்னாடி அவனுக்கு மெசேஜ்ல சொல்றான், சார், from August 1st onwards I will not be able to attend the class, sir. I'm really sorry because I need to focus on the academics. அப்படி இருக்கணும். எனக்கு அது ரொம்ப பிடிக்கும். அகாடமிக்ல ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணலாம்னு இருக்கேன் சார். As much as I'm sad that I will not be able to attend the class, but break இருந்துச்சுன்னா நான் வரேன் சார். அவங்க அம்மா எனக்கு மெசேஜ் பண்றாங்க. மோகித் மெசேஜ் பண்ண அடுத்த செகண்ட் அவங்க அம்மா எனக்கு மெசேஜ் பண்றாங்க. சார், மோகித் will not be present from August 1st onwards. இப்போ உன்ன மாதிரி ஆளுங்கள்ல அவ்வளவு சின்சியரா இருக்கிற பையனுடைய டைம் வேஸ்ட் ஆயிடுச்சு. ஆகாஷ் கிளாஸ், அந்த கிளாஸ், இந்த கிளாஸ் நிக்கிறதுக்கும் சாப்பிடுறதுக்கும் டைம் இல்ல. பேலன்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்க. நீங்க அவங்க அம்மா கூப்பிட்டு சத்தம் போட்டு அவன் ஒழுங்கா தான் இருக்கா, நீ தான் தப்பு பண்றேன்னு சொல்லி சண்டை போட்ட அவங்க அம்மா. அவன் இவட யாராவது குறை சொல்லுவான், இவரோட பேசிக் ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டி குறை சொல்லுவான். வெட்டி I'm seeing. I know how she balances. ஹோம்வொர்க் முடிச்சு இன்னைக்கு போய் சப்மிட் பண்ணிட்டு அந்த அவங்க டீச்சர், she is my student. இவங்க ரெண்டு பேரும் கிளாஸ் டீச்சர், என்னோட ஸ்டூடெண்ட். அந்த பொண்ணு வந்து என்ன சொல்லுது, சார் மித்ராவுக்கு எல்லாம் வந்து மித்ராவுக்கு மட்டும் சொல்லுங்க, வெளியே யாருக்கும் நான் உங்க ஸ்டூடெண்ட் சொல்லிடாதீங்க, அட்வான்டேஜ் எடுத்துப்பாங்க. அப்புறம் தான் ஞாபகம் வருது, அந்த பொண்ணு அவ்வளவு க்ளோஸான ஸ்டூடெண்ட் ஆச்சு. மாஸ்க் கட்டி ஃபேஸ் பார்க்கறத தான் நான் சொன்னேன். ஏன்னா நீ நல்லா பார்க்கறேன் 2 days முன்னாடி அந்த பொண்ணு வந்து இப்ப எக்ஸ்ட்ரா ஒர்க் பண்ணி கொடுத்துருக்கு. அந்த ஒர்க்கை சேர்த்து முடிச்சுட்டு இங்க வந்து உட்காந்து எனக்கு அந்த பேஷன் வேணும். It's not because I'm saying this, I'm not speaking as a father, I'm speaking as a friend. கண்ணுல பிரச்சனை வரும், அவனால கிளாஸே அட்டெண்ட் பண்ண முடியாது. அவங்க அம்மா போன் பண்ணி என்ன பையன் வரமாட்டான் கிளாஸ்க்கு, நானே வீடியோ பார்த்து நானே செஞ்சு நானே அவனுக்கு இது பண்ணிக்கிறேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு MS கிளாஸ் மட்டும் தான் அவன் அட்டெண்ட் பண்ணிட்டு. ஆனா அவனுடைய பேசிக் ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டியில அவன் ஒழுங்கா 2 நாள் லீவ் எடுத்து ஹோம்வொர்க்கை முடிச்சுட்டு இங்க வந்து டெஸ்ட் ஒன்று இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா அந்த டெஸ்ட்டுக்கு படிச்சு முடிச்சுட்டு கிளாஸ்க்கு வந்துட்டு. இப்படி ஒவ்வொருத்தரும் தன்னை உருக்கி அவங்களால முடிஞ்ச அளவுக்கு அவங்க இது பண்ணி இங்க வந்து டெஸ்ட் எடுக்கிறாங்க. இங்க வா, வந்து ஹேவ் ஃபன், ரிலாக்ஸ், சந்தோஷமா இரு, ஜாலியா வந்து சிரிச்சுட்டு போ. நானும் ஜோக் அடிக்கிறேன், நீயும் ஜோக் அடி, எல்லாம் சிரிச்சுட்டு தான் போயிட்டு இருக்கோம். இதுல உனக்கு இங்க இருந்து போன பிறகு எனக்கு ரிலாக்ஸேஷன் வேணும் அப்படின்னு படத்தை பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கேன். சொல்றாங்க இங்கே ரிலாக்ஸேஷன், இதுக்கு மேல ஒரு ரிலாக்ஸேஷன் வேணுமா? நான் சொல்றேன் சார், நான் ஹோம்வொர்க்கே கொடுக்கறது சார், அசைன்மெண்டே கொடுக்கறது இல்லை, டீம் டாக் அது எதுவுமே பண்ணக்கூடாதுன்னு சொல்லியிருக்கேன். இங்க வந்தாங்கன்னா அந்த 2 மணி நேரம் சந்தோஷமா ஜாலியா இருந்து போட்டு அவங்க டைட்டா இருக்கிற அவங்களுடைய லைஃப்ல நான் இங்க லூசரிங் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன். இல்லை சார், அவங்க போயிட்டு வந்துட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் எனக்கு டயர்டா இருக்கு. என்ன டயர்ட்? என்ன டயர்ட்? எனக்கு வேலை சம்பந்தம் சைக்கிள் இருந்து வந்துருக்கியா? வரதுக்காக போறதுக்காக இல்லை, போனதுக்கு அப்புறம் உனக்கு என்ன டயர்ட்? எதுக்கு அப்புறம் ட்ரெயின் தெரியும். ஒரு நாளைக்கு 3 போன், அவருடைய கிளினிக்ல இருந்து அவருடைய டைம் அவர் மதிக்காம உன்னை பத்தியே யோசிச்சுட்டு. How much stress you are giving to your parents? ஆனா ஒண்ணு சொல்றடா, உங்களுக்கு அந்த லேப்டாப் போன் வந்து பாத்தீங்களா, அந்த புடிச்சு வாட்ச சரியா போகும், அந்த சிஸ்டம் வாட்ச சரி. இங்கதான் நீங்க தப்பு கடவுள் கொடுத்த சாபம். டிஸ்டன்ஸ் கம்மி ஆயிடுச்சு, ஜியோகிராபிக்கல் லொகேஷன்ஸ் கம்ப்ரஸ் ஆயிடுச்சு. எப்ப பாரு எல்லாரும் ஆன்லைன்ல தான் இருக்கு. அப்படி என்னதான் கிழிச்சிருக்கீங்கன்னு தெரியல. உனக்கு ஒரு வாட்ஸ்அப் மெசேஜ் அனுப்பிச்சோம் அப்படின்னா ரிப்ளையோட லீட் டைம் 2 செகண்ட். பூர்ணா, கிரண், விதாஸ்ரீ எல்லாரும் நைட்ல என்ன பண்றீங்கன்னு தெரியல. If you are waking up early morning, fine, but when I am sending a message, I am getting the reply from you in the night, late night, 10:45 p.m., 11:45 p.m. நான் சும்மா சிடி டைம், ஐடி டைம், ஐஎஸ்டி டைம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு உங்ககிட்ட கன்ஃபியூஷன் கேட்கறதெல்லாம் நடிப்பேன். எனக்கு எல்லாமே தெரியும். சும்மா இன்னசென்ட்டா இருக்க மாதிரி உங்ககிட்ட நடிப்பேன். இன்னைக்கு நான் சொல்றேன், I know the total global timing. Just acting as innocent in front of all of you, but I am watching every single person of yours. Your entire roster. I hate the number of devices you people are using. Come listen. உங்க அம்மாவோட போன் எடுத்தீங்க வந்தப்ப இந்த போன் ஏதாவது மெசேஜ் வந்துச்சுன்னா டெலிட் பண்ணிடுறீங்க. எத்தனை தப்பு? என்ன தனியா ஒரு டெரரிசம் ஆக்டே பண்ணிருக்கீங்க தெரியும். ஏதாவது ஒரு தப்பு பண்ணிருங்க, அப்புறம் 30-40 நிமிஷத்தை முழுகிருங்க. இப்படி என்ன பேச வச்சு நான் ஒரு லூசு பையன், என்னால வந்துட்டு பார்த்து இப்படி பண்ணல அப்படியா இப்படி சொன்னாரு, கொஞ்சம் பாத்துக்குமா, சரி நீ நம்ம ட்ரைனிங் போலாமா இப்படி நினைச்சீங்க, இந்த லைஃப் நினைச்சீங்க. ஒரு தப்பு நீ பண்ணிட்டேன்னா நான் அடிக்கிற அடியில் அடுத்த தடவை நீங்க தப்பு பண்ணிக்கிறது யோசிக்க, அந்த மாதிரி அடி அடிக்கிறது. நீ நல்ல ட்ரெயின் எடுத்து என்ன மாதிரி டார்லிங் உனக்கு யாருமே கிடையாது. நீ தப்பு பண்ணினா என்ன மாதிரி ஏன் உனக்கு யாருமே கிடையாது. நான் சொல்லிட்டோம், யாராலும் சரி பையன் பொண்ணுதான் நான் பார்க்கணும். அடினா அடி, உதனா உததான். தப்பு பண்ணிருக்கேன் இப்போ உதவிதான் வேணும். உன் பேரண்ட்ஸ்ல 10 பேரண்ட்ஸோட ரூபத்தை எங்கிட்டு பார்க்கணும். நீ தப்பு பண்ணிடும், நீ நல்லது பண்ணினா உன் பேரண்ட்ஸ்ல 100 பேரண்ட்ஸோட ரூபத்தை எங்கிட்டு பார்க்கணும். இங்கிருந்து அவனை பாராட்டுறேன். கடவுள்கிட்ட கேட்பேன், இந்த பையனுக்கு நல்ல வாழ்க்கை கொடு, இந்த பிள்ளைக்கு நல்ல வாழ்க்கை கொடு, தேவன் இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு. நீ தப்பு பண்ணினாலும் கடவுளுக்கு நான் சொல்றேன், ஒரே ஒரு அப்போ இந்த பையன் இந்த பிள்ளைங்க உங்ககிட்ட இந்த மாதிரி நான் கம்ப்ளைண்ட்ஸ்ல நான் பேசுறது கடைசியா இருக்கு. யாரு கிளாஸ்ல வர உனக்கு எவ்வளவு விருப்பம் இருக்குன்னு எனக்கு தெரியும். நீ என்கிட்ட நல்ல பேர் வாங்கிட்டு நீ வந்து இப்ப நல்லா மாறிட்டு வந்துட்டு இருக்க அப்படின்னு எப்பெல்லாம் நான் நினைக்கிறேனோ அப்பெல்லாம் அந்த ஒரு நினைப்புல மண்ணெண்ணி போட்டுருக்கேன். மித்ரா கிட்ட, மித்ராவோட பாட்டி கிட்ட உன்னை பத்தி நான் சொன்னேன். எனக்கு மித்ராவுடைய பர்த்டே நீ பண்ண ஜெஸ்டர் ரொம்ப பிடிச்சது. அபிஷேக் பண்ண இவங்க அம்மா அபிஷேக் பண்ணாங்க. விஷ்ணுபிரியா has changed அப்படின்னு விருது பாஷி பண்ணாத விஷயத்தை நீ பண்ண. No, clearly example சொல்லணும்னா ஹாய் ஹாய் பர்த்டே அப்படி நீ பண்ண வேண்டி போயிட்டு அவர் வீடியோ நீ இங்கிருந்து சொன்னியா இல்லையா? அப்ப அது என்ன அர்த்தம்? அது இம்ப்ரூவ்மெண்ட். அந்த இம்ப்ரூவ்மெண்ட் போய் உங்க அப்பா கிட்ட சொல்ல முடியுதா? கேட்கிற மைண்ட் செட் அவங்க இல்லை. நீ இப்படி படிக்க சார் நல்லா என்ன சார் அவளை ஒழுங்கா படிக்கணும் சார். அவங்க வீட்டுக்கு தப்பு இருக்கு, நான் என்ன சொல்ல, பட் நான் போய் அதை சொல்ல முடியாது. உங்க அம்மா என் அண்ணியோட கிளாஸ்மேட், இப்படி எங்க அண்ணி எங்க அம்மா மாதிரி அவங்களோட கிளாஸ்மேட். அவங்களுக்கு என்ன சொல்ல முடியுமா? மேடம் உங்க அப்பா சொல்ல தப்பு இருக்கு, விஷ்ணுக்கு கிட்ட இருக்கு சொல்ல முடியுமா? உங்க அப்பா பொள்ளாச்சியில பெரிய டாக்டர், நான் சாதாரண ட்ரைனர். நான் அவர்கிட்ட போய் சார் என்ன நினைச்சுக்கீங்க விஷ்ணு தப்பா சொல்லிட்டு நான் பேசுறேன். என் வீரத்தை நான் உங்ககிட்ட தான் காமிக்க முடியும், அவங்ககிட்ட நான் அடங்கிதான் பேசுறேன். சமயக்குடி மாதிரியோ இல்ல இந்துக்குடி மாதிரியோ இல்ல திராவிட சார் மாதிரியோ என்கிட்ட ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸா இருந்தாங்க, நித்யா மேடம் மாதிரி ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸா இருந்தாங்கன்னா நான் கொஞ்சம் ரைட்ஸ் எடுத்து அவங்க கிட்டே மரியாதை ரைட்ஸ் எடுத்து தான் பேசுவேன். மரியாதையா படிவாதான் பேசுவேன். உங்க அப்பாட்ட அதெல்லாம் பண்ண முடியும். அவங்கள ரொம்ப பெரிய பாலகன் பேச முடியாது. இதெல்லாம் வெரி எவிடன்ஸ் டு மீ. They have seen life much larger and wider in terms of the perspective than me. I cannot go and admit that. No, and I won't do that as well. எனக்கு ஒரு லிமிட். நான் இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் பெரிய குருகுலம் நடத்த சாதாரண ஒரு சின்ன இன்ஸ்டிடியூஷன் ஒரு 10 பேர் அவ்வளவுதான். எனக்கு ஒரு லிமிட். அதுக்கு மேல நான் தாண்டிட்டு நான் பெரிய மாதிரிலாம் பேச முடியும். உங்ககிட்ட தான் நான் தப்பு சொல்லிட்டேன். அந்த இயலாமை தான் நான் பேசுறேன். ஆகாஷ்னு ஒரு அகாடமி இருக்குன்னா அந்த அகாடமியோட ஹெட் அப்படின்னா அவன் என்ன வேணாலும் பண்ணுவான். Has got renowned national level wide franchise. Mine is a hut, just a hut. My life, my bread and butter is this. Thanks to Corona, all the colleges have stopped calling me, and I'm only doing this. அப்ப இதுலயும் எனக்கு தப்பு இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னு நான் சும்மா இருக்கேன். This is my bread and butter. நீங்க கொடுக்குற ஃபீஸ்ல தான் நான் சாப்பிடுறேன், என் புள்ள சாப்பிடுறேன். அவ போற ட்ரெஸ், நான் போற ட்ரெஸ் எல்லாமே MSES செஷன்ஸ் வந்து வர ஃபீஸ் தான். அப்ப நான் அதுக்கு உயிரை கொடுக்கணும். இல்லாட்டி கடவுள் எனக்கு இருப்பு கொடுக்க மாட்டேன். நான் அவ்வளவு பயன்படுத்தி வாழ்க்கையை வாழறேன். இனி எல்லாரும் என்னமோ போச்சுட்டு போய் சௌகரியத்துக்கு நடந்துருக்கு. யாருக்கு எப்படி 3:30 மணிக்கு நான் வீட்டுக்கு சொல்லிடுவாங்க. அப்ப 3:30 மணிக்கு டீ டிஸ்கஷன் நான் சொல்லவே இல்லை சார். 3:30 மணிக்கு தான் போன் பார்த்தோம். சொல்லாத விஷயங்கள் ஏன் செஞ்சு சாட்லைன் எடுத்து பார்த்தா வெரி வெல் நைஸ் கிரேட் ஐடியாஸ் தான் இருக்கு. அப்படி ஒன்று பெருசாக டிசிஷன் நடந்தா எனக்கு தெரியும். எத்தனை பேர் வீட்டில் நடந்துட்டு இருக்கு? I'll come back to you. நீங்க சொல்லுங்க. சொல்லுங்க. We'll solve this out today. How many people in your house? I mean, how many people are holding up the same issue that Vishnupriya is holding in your house? And how many parents are dissatisfied? Tell me. I'll have to slash out all the bylaws marks of yours. இப்போ நீங்க சிலபம் கிளாஸ், ஜாவா கிளாஸ், C+ கிளாஸ், பிரெஞ்சு கிளாஸ், ஜெர்மனி கிளாஸ், டான்ஸ் கிளாஸ், பாட்டு கிளாஸ், கேபிள் விடுற கிளாஸ், தினவரத்துல ஏற கிளாஸ், என்ன கிளாஸ் வேணா அட்டன் பண்ணு. அவனுக்கு எல்லாம் உன் வீட்டுல ஏதோ ஒரு பிரச்சனை, உன் பேரண்ட்ஸ் கம்ப்ளைண்ட் பண்ண அப்படின்னா கூட பார்க்க மாட்டானு. நான் பார்ப்பேன். Because you are my student here. This is a temple. இங்க நான் சொல்லி கொடுக்குற வேல்யூ சிஸ்டம்ல எவ்வளவு தவறுனீங்க அப்படின்னா நீங்க பாக்குற முதல் மாஸ்டர் நான் தான்டா. ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. எல்லாம் பாய்ஸ் அண்ட் கேர்ள்ஸ் எல்லாத்துக்கும் சேர்த்தா சொல்றேன். தெராப்பி பண்ணல, நீ தெராபிஸே பண்ணுறது அத்தனையும் போய் சொல்ற. You're dodging me and you're making me a fool. சிரிச்சு ஏமாத்திருக்கீங்க. பொய்யா சொல்லு. இப்ப நான் கார்டு கொடுத்து ஒரு சப்ளிமெண்டல் ஜேர்னல் எல்லாத்தையும் கொடுக்க சார் என்ன எழுதிருக்கேன்னு பாருங்க. ஜேர்னல் ஐடியா கூட இருக்கு. தெராபிஸ் பண்ணாம இருக்கு. மனசாட்சி விரோதமா சொல்லு. எதுல தெராபிஸ்ட் ரெகுலரா பண்ணது 10 நாள் அவர் சொல்றது கரெக்டா இல்ல நீ டிஃபரெண்ட் பண்ணி சொல்ற. இல்ல நான் பண்ணேன் அப்படின்னு நான் சொல்ல முடியும். Frank answer. What therapist? Then how, after you do this alpha level, Vishnupriya, how can this academic lapse happen? Don't dodge. Alpha level therapy பண்ற வந்து இப்படி ஒரு டிசிப்ளினான வேலையை நம்ம பண்ண முடியும். எப்ப பாரு ரகு ஆண்டவன் ஹைஜீனிக் அப்படின்னு வந்தாலே கம்ப்ளைண்ட் கோ Vishnupriya. ஒரு நாளாவது எனக்கு சந்தோஷம் சார். Vishnupriya is really doing good. ஒரு நாள் சொன்னார், ஒரே ஒரு நாள் சொன்னார், பேக் இன் டிசம்பர் சொன்னார். இல்ல இப்ப இடையில ஜனவரி பிப்ரவரியில அதோட நான் பிளாஸ்ட் பண்ண பிறகு அப்புறம் அவர் இன்னொரு சொன்னார். அதோட முடிச்சுக்கிறேன். ஏன்னா எனக்கு நினைச்சு இதை பத்தி பேசுறேன். ஒரு விஷயம் சொன்னா ஓகே சார் அதை நான் உடனே செய்யறேன் சார் அப்படின்னு வாழ்க்கையிலேயே நீ என்கிட்ட மட்டும் தான் சொல்லுவீங்க. உங்க பேச்சுக்கு மட்டும்தான் மரியாதை சார். மணிகண்டன் சார் சொன்னா மட்டும்தான் அவன் சட்டம் கேட்பான். நானோ அவங்க அம்மாவோ இல்ல அவங்க பெரியப்பாவோ இல்ல அவங்களுடைய அண்ணனோ இதுவரைக்கும் சொல்லி எது பேசினா வந்திருக்கு. How true is that? ஏன் அது நீ எனக்கு அவ்வளோ பெரிய மரியாதை வச்சிருக்க அப்படிங்கிறத எனக்கு எந்த பெருமையும் கிடையாது. எனக்கு நீ கொடுக்குற மரியாதை ஒரு 6% மரியாதை வந்து நீ மற்றவங்களுக்கு கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா எனக்கு சந்தோஷம். அதை நான் பெருமைப்படுகிறது ஒண்ணுமே கிடையாது. நிறைய பேரண்ட்ஸ் சொல்லி நான் கேள்விப்பட்டேன். லட்சுமண அம்மா சொல்லுவோம், நீ சொன்னீங்கன்னா உடனே நடவாள் சார் சொல்லுவார், சார் நீங்க சொன்னீங்கன்னா உடனே இவங்க சொல்லுவாங்க, நீங்க சொன்னீங்கன்னா மறுபடியும் கேட்காம இது மாதிரி சொல்லுவாங்க, நீங்க சொன்னீங்கன்னா உடனே கேட்க. ஏன் உங்களுக்கு என்ன பிரச்சனை? ஏன் ஒரு தேர்ட் பர்சன் சொல்லி நீங்க கேட்பீங்க? நான் ஆயிரத்தி தேர்ட் பர்சன் அதை ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கோங்க. அழுக கண்ண தண்ணி வரதை விட நெஞ்சில வந்துட்டு ரத்தத்தை கொண்டு வந்து ட்ரூத் தென் ஃப்ராட். ஒன்னே ஒண்ணு மட்டும் பண்ணு, ஒன்னே ஒண்ணு. எல்லா ஜெனரையும் தூக்கி வீசிட்டு ஒரே ஒரு பீஸ் ஆஃப் பேப்பரை மட்டும் வச்சு இந்த MSES செஷன்ஸ்ல நீ கத்துக்கிட்ட விஷயங்கள் என்னன்னு ஒரு 5 மட்டும் எடுத்து 5 வெறும் 5 உங்க அப்பா லிஸ்ட் போறாரு, சார் இந்த தெரப்பி சார் வண்டர்ஃபுல் சார், அதெல்லாம் ஆகிறப்ப எனக்கு அப்படியே எவ்வளவு பெரிய வேலை நீங்க செஞ்சுட்டு இருக்கீங்க, அதை ஒண்ணு கூட பண்ணல சார். நானே சொல்லுவேன், இவர் இவ்வளவு கஷ்டப்பட்டு இத்தனை தெரப்பி சொல்லி கொடுத்துருக்காரு, ஏதா ஒண்ணு நீ ரெகுலரா பண்ணி பாப்பான்னு கேட்டா நீங்க தூங்குற பிறகு நான் பண்ணிட்டு தான் இருக்கேன் அப்படின்னு. Alpha level தூங்குறதா பண்ண முடியும், பட் alpha level நான் பண்ண சொல்லுவேன். I suggest you something else and you remember it and I know. அந்த 5 விஷயத்தை அந்த பேப்பர்ல எழுதி நீ உனக்கு ஒரே ஒரு விஷயம் கேட்கு, இந்த 5ல எதை நம்ம பண்ணலாம். மே 2020 இருந்து ஜூலை 2021 வரைக்கும் எடுத்தேன்னா 5000 விஷயங்கள் எழுதலாம். எங்கிட்ட இருந்து நீ லேர்ன் பண்ண விஷயத்தை நான் 5000 எழுத சொல்றேன். 5 அந்த 5ல ஏதாவது ஒண்ணு நீ வந்து யூஸ் பண்ணியான்னு கேட்டு இருக்காது. உன் உள் மனசு தட்டி சொன்ன இல்ல. நாளைக்கு உனக்கு சிஆர்எஸ்ல நான் உட்கார்ந்து அப்டேட் பண்ணும்போது நான் என்ன அப்டேட் எல்லாத்துலயும் உனக்கு அடி விடும். எல்லாத்துலயும் அடி விடும். பயாலஜில அடி விடும், பேசிக் பெர்ஃபார்மன்ஸ்ல அடி விடும், எஃபர்ட்ஸ்ல அடி விடும், ஹியூமன் வேல்யூஸ்ல அடி விடும். அப்படியே ஸ்னேக் கேம் பாம்பு கடிச்சு கீழே வர போறியா? 10 நாள் நான் டைம் தரேன். 10 நாள் ஆகஸ்ட் 10ஆம் தேதி வரைக்கும் நான் டைம் தரேன். உங்க அப்பா என்கிட்ட போன் பண்ணி என் மாறிட்டான்னு சொல்லுவோம். நீங்க என்ன பண்ணிட்டு தெரியல. I'm seeing a change in Vishnu. இடையில ஒரு பிரச்சனை நடந்து நான் உங்ககிட்ட சொல்லி அவர் கூப்பிட்டு இப்ப மாறிட்டான்னு சொன்னாரு. அதே மாதிரி மறுபடியும் ஒரு தடவை சொல்லுவாரா? சொல்லாத இல்லையா? I pray and assure. How do you promise that I my food? I pray and assure that I will use the therapy and I will pluck my hair. Okay, I'm done. Actually, Siddharth, you got the story ready? Yes. Dakshin Siddharth's team will explain the story to Kiran and Didas.
Sir, I have a doubt. Sir, yesterday for this talk, sir, you picked up 5 members from each team, right, sir? Yes. Are they only supposed to say the story or can a whole team present the story?
No, storytelling can be mentioned by everybody. About the in-ring contestants, solutions should be given by the in-ring contestants. She should start first. We should be able to start first. Okay. Manija. Sir, எப்பவுமே இந்த மாதிரி ஏதாவது நான் சொன்னேன் அப்படின்னா அழுது லஞ்ச் பாராட்டு பண்ணும்போது எல்லாரும் கைதுக்காரு அப்ப சந்தோஷப்படுறேன். அதே மாதிரி இந்த மாதிரி உங்களுடைய கேரக்டர் மாத்திரத்துக்கு நான் ஏதாவது ஒரு அட்வைஸ் சொன்னேன்னா அதை எம்பாரஸ்டா ஃபீல் பண்ணி அழுது அது கழிச்சிடும். அது கழிச்சிடும். 5 நிமிஷம் 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 அழுக வந்துச்சுன்னா அதை கோபமா மாத்து, கோபத்தை வைராக்கியமா மாத்து, வைராக்கியத்தை மாத்தி அதை ஆக்ஷனை காமிச்சு ரிசல்ட் பண்ணுவோம். நான் என் வாழ்க்கை அப்படித்தான் வாழும். மொத்த கோபத்தையும் அங்க காமி. மொத்த கோபத்தையும் யாருமே எதுவுமே சொன்னா அழுகாதீங்க. Don't cry. Convert the tears into anger, convert the anger into your efforts, and show the full thing towards the recovery plan. I don't want anybody to cry. நான் ஏதோ கவர்மெண்ட் சொன்னேன். நான் பெடிக்கல் பேசின அழுவா சார், பாடுறது கஷ்டமா இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு. ஆனா பாடுறது கஷ்டமா இருக்கிறது நான் திட்டம் பண்ணுறது நினைக்கிறேன். அது நடக்கும். I want you to take this as a lesson and transfer things. அதை மாத்தி blow the minds. Mind அடுத்தவங்களுடைய மைண்டை மாத்து. கிருஷ்ணபிரியானா இது கிருஷ்ண அப்படிங்கிறத மாத்த ட்ரை பண்ணு. புரியுதா? Go, get on with the task. சொன்னத மைண்ட்ல வச்சுக்கோ. இப்ப டாஸ்க் ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணு. From Team Dakshin Siddharth, Vishnupriya will be explaining the first part of the story. So you have a plan. Yes. No, what I'm saying is, give an overview of what your story is. And then she shall stop. Yes. And then she can again jump into the plan. Yes. Overview. An overview from Vishnupriya. Yeah, I did not check any chats.
Sir, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, Kalpita.
Can I share this screen, sir?
Once again, Kalpita.
Okay, sir.
Sanjay, I was busy with something else and I have just seen your message. No problem. You were not so late. Yeah, no problem, Advait. Yes, Kalpita, you can share the screen now.
Okay, sir.
Sir, Kalpita's explaining first is after that video.
After that, you can. As for the plan, Kalpita, you explain the first slide and then Vishnupriya will give an overview about it.
Okay, sir.
Okay, go on the plan. Go on.
Sir, can we use the places about it?
Yeah, sure.
Sir, can you see the screen, sir?
Yes, Kalpita, it's visible for all of us.
Okay, sir.
Somebody's Polish. Okay, Kalpita, you can start now.
Okay, sir. Warm greetings to everyone. Thanks for giving us an opportunity to present about the storyboard, sir. And this is the idea brainstorming of everybody's idea. And here we have brought a few of the person, and they will have various solutions to make Team Kiranandita easier on understanding. We have made this PPT. So the why I wanted to start is that I wanted to say about the problems. So problems are like obstacles that you have to dodge, and life is like a cycle. The pedals are the hard works and efforts you put towards your success, and when you ride a bicycle or something, you'll definitely have pitfalls in the road, so that you can consider as the brakes that you have to apply. And the brake is that you have to know when to do what, and that's how we have planned this. So let's get into the next slide. Over to the next person.
So basically what we'll be doing is, sir, we'll bring a group of people, sir. Sir, we'll bring a group of people, sir, who have various problems in their lives. It's the typical problems that youngsters face in our country, sir. and we have simulated a scenario where they come to MSES to youth corporate institutions, sir, to get students from you. But what you do is you give this task to a team of your students, sir, which is there. So we have imagined that you are giving the task to them, and they have to take care of the concepts, sir. So now one by one we come to the number of people, like we have 11 members totally, sir. If they find it too difficult to say the solutions for all of them, they can choose they can exclude a few, so that's not a problem. It will take a lot of time. So now we should be able to get on with some of the her ideas, sir. Her idea of the
Sure.
So my idea is we
Yes.
Wow.
This is good.
yes.
Now, Kalbika has been sailing over from Mohammed, Bruno, Ram.
Yes, sir.
Which side should be asking?
From Varun.
Varun. Yeah, Varun.
So but once we explain all those items, we will later.
Okay, then you go ahead. Wait for your turn. Go as per the plan. I just wanted her to speak, in order to get relieved out of that. But in any case, Varun. Who the phone?
Sir. Number the seat. Current Kalbika. It's right.
Let me say the other.
Yeah. Thank you. Sir, so the first person in this particular story, his name is Karan, sir. He is a 10th grader who's studying engineering, sir. And he is very interested in quizzing, sir. He's an ardent quizzer. But the problem is, despite the fact he's very talented in quizzing, there are some people who are better at quizzing, sir. So his parents use that as a say to try and scold him, sir. And they always compare him to people who are better than him, sir. So that makes him feel insecure and he starts doubting his talent, sir. He starts thinking that his quizzing skills are not up to the mark, despite the fact that he's really good. But the only problem is some people are better than him, sir. So his parents are trying to motivate him, but they are trying to compare him with others and they are demotivating him, sir. So he's very fed up with his parents and he's even more fed up and he thinks he has a stereotype that his skills are not up to the mark, sir. So that's the first person, and this is the problem. So he doubts himself, he has self-doubt, he's insecure just because his parents demotivate him and compare him to others. He thinks that he's not up to the mark, sir. So come to the next slide, please.
So basically, a person who is insecure and doubting the self.
Yes, sir. Sir, this person's name is Mohammed, sir. He's a classmate of Karan and he's a very good friend of Karan. So his problem is, sir, he comes from a very poor locality, sir. And the only skill which he's got is he's a good footballer, sir. But then his parents have an ideology. They think that to be successful in life, you have to either be a doctor or an engineer. Just playing a sport won't help you to get that far, right? That's what his parents think, sir. And Mohammed is not good at studies and his academic related stuff, sir. But he's a really good sportsman. He's very athletic and he plays football really well. And apart from that, he's good at other sports too, sir. His parents don't see his positive side and they just focus on his academics, sir. And he's not good at academics, so he gets low marks in his tests. As a result, his parents ground him and they tell him that from now on you don't get out of the house, you just sit here and study, you don't talk to your friends. Just cuts the communication with the outside world, sir. So as a result, he feels lonely, and then his parents also say like every evening he goes out and plays football with friends, sir. So his parents say this.
So the baseline of this idea, whose idea was this? Is this entire Mohammed Karan?
This is my part, sir.
Okay.
And then the other person.
Did you make sure that every team member has contributed something?
Yes, sir.
How are the primary foundation from CPR and stuff? Did that happen?
Sir, CPR, he gave an idea yesterday, sir. But then today, like, we were discussing before class, we were making a PPT, sir.
But forget that. Everybody's touch is there.
Except Anjana.
That's included.
Yes, sir, that's included.
that's good.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir. So, Anna, you as a team, that is team Dakshin Anna, being taking a project like this, they have to solve these problems.
No. These Mohammed, Karan, all these people are coming to MSc sessions.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So you are into MSc sessions, and you are going to clearly give solutions for these people who are coming to MSc sessions. I have appointed you as ex officios who will hand over the solution for this. Right?
Yes.
Okay, Anna.
So this is your first experience in giving a counseling.
Okay.
So I wanted to give you an experience, so that's why.
Okay, thank you.
So his parents forbade him from going and playing outside, sir. He's just supposed to sit and do a thing which he doesn't like, sir. His aim has never been to shine in academics and do well in this, sir. He wanted to make it to professional football, but his parents don't understand, sir. As a result, Mohammed feels very lonely because he's not able to interact with his friends, and he's been forced to do something which he doesn't like, sir. So he wants his parents' mentality to change, sir, and he wants to pursue his career, sir. This is something, sir.
All right.
Next slide. Hindu-Muslim Christian. So
Yeah, just in case, I would like to mention to everybody, this is definitely continuing on Monday. I want all the US class people to come on Monday because the first phase, about 35-40 minutes, I had to take because that's also a training part. I don't have any regrets about taking those 40 minutes. But this climax will happen only on Monday because today, both the teams can explain the storybook. That's what Mitra was speaking to me before the session. So today's, as long as, no, the best you can do is you can explain the storybook only. Solutions will be done on.
Okay, sir.
But other time I
Sir,
yeah, Bruno. Who is standing Bruno?
Hindu-Muslim Christian.
Ettara.
Sir,
Sir, Bruno was an answer.
Bruno, very Bruno.
Sir, you make a
Hey, media. Bruno Mars. Change the
Sir, infectious singer, sir.
Sir, I explain one, sir. What I am sir, Christian care sir. Bruno,
yeah. Sebastian Ilya. Sebastian Ilya. Isaac Newton Ilya. Daniel Ilya.
Sir, Bruno was original character. Sir, so Bruno is also one of the friends, sir, and he is interested in music, sir. But his parents, here the problem is even worse, sir.
Sir, you said Pune கேட்டுட்டா then Monday ஓட merger முடியலன்னு
In the merger, Mudila Purna. I mean, the merger is not yet over, Purna. We will discuss about that. I changed my mind.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, you come into it.
Yes, sir. So here the problem is not like his parents are forcing him to do something that which he doesn't like. His parents aren't scolding him. That's not the problem here. His parents don't believe in him. They doubt his talent. They think that their son is not good enough to pursue music as a career, sir. That's the problem, sir. His parents are not like suppressing him and forcing him to do something which he doesn't like. Not all, sir. His parents don't even believe in their son, sir, that he'll be able to make it to professional music and continue with as his career, sir. That's the big problem, sir. In his school, everyone praises him and they tell that this kid is going to shine in the future. But his parents feel that his skills are not up to the mark and they don't actually have faith in him, sir. That's the problem, sir. They actually allow him to do whatever he wants.
Is he actually skilled?
He's actually skilled, sir. But his parents, they are too like critical and they don't see his talent, sir. There have been certain points of time where he's flopped by performing, sir. They have taken that as a major thing and they don't believe that he'll be able to have success in the future, sir.
Okay.
So I think this is the biggest problem of all because your guardians are not able to.
They are undermined.
Yes, sir. They are undermining him, sir. But he has one positive thing in him. He believes in his talent, sir. That's the only weapon which he's got right now.
What do you mean by music teacher?
Sir, இப்போ ஸ்கூல்ல வந்து
Bruno பேர் இல்ல மியூசிக் டீச்சர்.
Sir, அப்படி இல்ல sir, அப்படி இல்ல.
நான் Bruno மாஸ்டர்.
Sir, இல்ல sir. அவன் ஸ்கூல்ல வந்து மியூசிக் சாம்பியன் ஒரு பாட்டு கொடுத்தாரு.
Say okay. Right. So we have seen Karan, Mohammed and Bruno and that's a very good. The outline is really good. Good job.
Thank you.
Well done, Dakshana.
Well done, Dakshana.
Well done, Dakshana.
Good job, Dakshana.
So good evening, friends. So the person name is Ram. He's a 20 years old computer science student, and his problem was his parents was forced him to stay in hostel because his parents was not able to contact him for 1 year. They are going to other continent, other country for their own work. So they don't want to spoil his college life. They wanted to continue in the same college. So the parents forced him to stay in the hostel. So his problems were now want to be very independent. He don't want to be in this dumped atmosphere where he wanted to wake up 5:30 in the morning and he wanted to follow the rules and regulations of the hostel. And he doesn't like the hostel atmosphere itself. Before coming to, he have in school days, whenever he saw a hostel boy in his school, he always feel that you are a very unlucky person. But now he is into the hostel atmosphere and he doesn't even like hostel atmosphere from his childhood, and this is his first experience on it. So he always feels negative atmosphere around him, and thinking about it, he become little depressed day by day, and he was thinking that no more I'm going to return to my home, and I'm not return to my home again. So next, he has a fear of facing the hostel life. He was always thinking that in future what is going to be happen, whether the teacher will scold me or I cannot survive here.
Is it like fear of future?
Yes, sir, fear of my parents will not come and meet me, so I will be in the hostel for whole year. So no one is going to that type of fear because no longer he was away from the parents. He was staying with the parents and coming to college. Since his third year, his parents are also going to other country for duty. He was staying. The parents don't want to make studies spoil, so he was continuing in the same college for his studies in hostel. And next person is Kumar. And Kumar is a civil engineer who works very slowly. He was a very slow person. And his problem was he always arrives late to the company, that is late to the office. And also he always scolded by his head officer that why are always coming so late. And he was always doing the projects and works very slowly. Whatever project is coming to him, he always do it slowly. And the reaction which he gives while a person texts also, he will be replying very slowly. I don't know even he saw or not. He will be not that much into the focus, but he was not even into the job and he was not focusing on what he was doing. He will do everything properly, but very, very slowly. That everyone if the project want to submit in one.
But I have a confusion here. When a person is able to do things, but you say that the person is only doing it slowly. But if the person is doing it proper, then the speed is not going to be a problem, right? Then why are you so much concerned about the speed?
He was taking too much time, sir. For example, the person in writing
More
exam.
time management.
Yes, sir.
Go time.
Yes, sir.
Right.
The project want to submit within 1 week, he will be submitting, taking more than a week, sir. So doing.
Okay. Good.
So he was thinking that most of them you are doing this work not properly. Because of that, he was started thinking that nothing is possible for me in this life. So he was started thinking about it. This is my problem.
All right. Good job, Brinda.
Well done, Brenda.
Thank you.
Okay, Varun. Yes.
So, good evening, sir and friends. So, I am going to say the problem of Varun. Varun is a close friend of Mohammed. So, already Rakshana explained about Mohammed. So, as he is being restricted from speaking to his friends, he is really worried that he cannot be without speaking to Mohammed. So, what he does is he tries more and more to speak with Mohammed, but his parents did not like Bharat coming to his home and trying to distract Mohammed. But it's actually not distraction, but he just wanted to speak with Mohammed. So once the parents, Mohammed's parents started hating Varun, he went into depression. So he went into peak of depression, and he's also ready to lose his life. So how are you going to save Varun? That is the problem that I have. And the second person is Rita. So Rita is really interested in her academic, and she wants to be proper in school. study well and get good marks in all her exams. But her dream is to become an author. But her parents wanted her to become a doctor since she is studying well. So she does not have any interest to study MBBS to become a doctor. So she has also completed her schooling successfully. Now she's being forced to take MBBS and study for doctor, but she does not want to become a doctor. So how are you going to convince? So how are you going to make Rida's parents understand that the passion and the interest should be followed? So how are you going to make them understand about it and convince their parents? These are the questions. And all the right person.
Okay.
Good evening, friends. Now I would like to explain about Fida. Fida, she is a new PSC aspirant and she got the dream of becoming an IAS only before 1 decade. When everybody asked what you would like to do and what about your goal, there was nothing she was decided. But now she has a goal of becoming an IAS and she is also a new PSC aspirant. Whatever the opportunity she is getting, she is trying to use it to the full, and she also studies hard in her college, but also at the same time she doesn't have any coaching centers. She studies by herself and she is 29 years by now. Once she writes and attends and prelims the main exam, but she loses the rank in very few marks. Say suppose 6 or 7 marks, she loses it, and she keeps on trying for third, fourth, and fifth time, but there was no success because there was lot of problems that was going around her, and at one stage there was no support from her parents. Also, she's living in a society where nobody knows and nobody gets the knowledge of how important is school, and they only know to criticize Fida, especially Fida. So that is behind all these they have parental pressure also, like she is now 30 to 35 years and she has been trying for a very long time. Since it was continuous failure, she also at one stage tries to quit UPSC exams, but she still want to achieve anything and give the best reply for the criticizers who criticized her. And the questions that you have to answer are: how is she going to pursue her dreams? And at one stage her parents says to quit the all these exams and go for another job, and to make her family in financially safe, they have planned to do that. Second question is, how is she going to convince her parents? Their parents are not even ready and not even accept to listen to the decisions that she is taking. And how is she going to handle the criticisms amidst all the number of failures? She have hope, and how can she be confident? So these are the problems of Fida. Over to the next person.
Okay, so we have heard about Fida and now Sneha.
Purna, go ahead. Purna.
Yeah.
Can anyone hear me?
Yes, Purna.
Purna, we can hear you.
Okay, hi friends. I'm going to talk about Sneha. Sneha is 18 years old. She is a first-year medical student. So her problem is that her parents are very super supportive, unlike the other people that we've mentioned. But she uses this to her advantage, and she becomes this person who, no matter what, her parents tell her to do good in school, she never listens to them, and she eventually becomes a school bully, and she's always mean to everyone, but we don't really know why, but she's just using her parents' kind of supportiveness and just her parents supporting whatever she does against them, and you have to find a solution to her problem.
I don't know what to explain.
Hey, Dev is 17 years old and he has amazing potential but a bad past. In his old school, he was known as a bully and wasn't very wise with his choices. So when he goes to a new school, he realizes how much of a bully he actually was, and now he's trying to overcome that.
Now for the last person, the shining star of our team, the Ritesh direction. Come on, please.
Next,
Shining star of our team.
Because it's actually not from this.
My person.
My idea is.
Sounds to you now. Person after.
So I actually gave my idea at the last day. So this is
Everything was collapsed with that. So you're not getting started. They just give a verbal explanation.
smarter.
my idea is actually refused as well. So
My idea is refused.
so it's happening in 40-50, sir. So in the future.
40-50. Then I'm always on
40, 50 a chance that's not even
Millennium, 4 millennium and more.
not even possible to happen.
There are
2050, 2016 born.
2050, sir. So in the future, also everything is still there. It is still there, sir. What the happens, everything is never there, sir. So
எனக்கு அப்ப 75 வயசா?
sir.
சரி.
So at that time, Kailash sir, he's coming in sir and asking for the help sir. So he's actually his friend sir, Kailash's friend is coming and asking the help sir. Silas is coming and asking sir. So his friend is actually stuck in the past sir with the time machine by the internet sir. He was willing to create a time machine with the help of internet sir. So at that time he went to the past with the time machine with the help of internet sir. So how they going to get out sir? So it is a forest sir and he has to survive, and how is he going to get out and how is he going to survive in the forest?
Okay.
Thank you. Very well done, sir.
Thank you so much for listening, friends. And this is your first assignment given by sir. So all the best for the counseling.
Thank you so much, friends. Thank you so much, Team Dakshina. Very well done.
Well done, Team Dakshina. Thank you for again.
Well done, Team Dakshina.
Well done, Team Dakshina.
Thank you. Very well done, sir. Very well done.
I like the storyline by Team Darshan Siddharth. Good set of people, and I really hope that Team here will do great.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Right. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Okay, so now storyboard time for Team Kiran and Nandita. So now Team Kiran will explain. One disclaimer about Team Kiran's presentation. Mitra was completely on the cards for preparing the PPT. It was my mistake. I have asked her not to continue because I had to deal with it I wanted to speak about Vishnupriya's issue, so I was on a kind of a rush. So the PPT is incomplete, and that doesn't have anything to do with your scores, so you do not worry. So with whatever PPT that Mitra has prepared, try to do it. I'm sure it is not as congenial and as composed as Team Dakshasita's PPT over here, but still they can do justice. So Mitra, Aswathaman, Kiranandita, and all the other members, over to you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Team Dakshasita, brace yourself up and take notes also from.
Friends, I have increased the font for taking notes. If you want, you can come here, or else anything will be based on the here.
I'll read out.
Take notes.
You have a present it now. I have every time I prepare, when I prepare, you know, I will increase the font.
Yes, Mitra. Very good.
Because she is basically a blind old lady.
Sir.
That is
So
what
just the teammates talking with father.
Sunday afternoon lunch
என்னடா
இது
It seems that Ashwathaman wants to add a person, an extra person now. He's saying just now. What do you do? Would you like to allow that?
Sure, Mitra, but Ashwathaman, are you okay with, like, you can add the next person and you can explain the problem?
Yes, Ka.
The problem has to be explained clearly. If you're able to do that, then we are fine with it.
Okay, Mitra. Ashwathaman, also, since we're doing a story with all big shots, try to either this person can be like a servant from the party or another person, another friend. What do you think, Ashwathaman?
You might take discussion, but what do you think? What do you believe in? Hey, Kiran.
Sir? Sir, no, sir. One of my teammates had proposed an idea, sir, and I didn't want to let it go to waste, sir. So I was asking how to incorporate it into the presentation, sir.
Got it.
Thank you,
Okay. So Ashwathaman, so who do you want your person to be?
Yeah, person who is actually whenever he goes depressed, he wants to be alone and makes decisions that is not much helpful. It might harm himself or others. Like that.
Okay, Ashwathaman, that's a good problem. So shall we have this person as another friend?
Sorry, Kiran. Can I come again?
Shall we have this person as another friend of the three people, or someone like a servant from the party?
Maybe a person, Kiran, who's not related to us but is a native in the island. Okay, so that he would be able to help even us to get off the island. Can you do like that?
Yes, okay, Mitra. So also, did you see the order I put in the chat?
Not yet, Kiran. I'm sorry. I'll just take it out now.
No problem, Mitra. Check on your own time. But we can add person 4. But I didn't know how to incorporate Sanjayana because I don't know if Sanjayana can talk because he only posts in the chat. But I don't want to leave him out.
Yes, okay, I understand. So Sanjayana, if you are able to hear us now, you can actually post, if you have any other person to be added, you can post it in this chat box now. We will present it or anyone can, we will read it out now for sir and the other people. Sir.
Not in the call.
Oh, okay, Ka, thank you for letting me know.
Thank you, Akka. Okay, so when Sanjayana comes, we can explain that. But in the meantime, let's just continue on with our plan.
Okay. First slide with summary leader. Second first person. Friends, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, Mitra.
Yes,
Thank you,
ma'am.
Lakshman. Shall I start the slideshow, sir?
All right, chat's mute and start focusing. Everybody, how many chats? Especially Dakshin Siddharth.
Okay, so if everything is okay, I'll start right now. Good evening and good morning to one and all who are present here today. My name is Kiran Nandita Kumar, and today
Good evening, everybody. My name is Kiran Nandita. Yeah, now you can hear me.
Okay, sir. So today, me and my team are going to be presenting the radioactive island as a problem and solution sort of presentation created with all the ideas from my team members and me. So to give a brief summary about this presentation, me and my teammates have come up with 4 people, and these people are stuck on the island. And what happens is that during their stay, quote unquote, stay in this island, they another crisis arises. So Adwait, you will first explain the first 2 points, and then I'll explain the next 2. Go ahead.
Okay, so the 3 very close friends are at their private island which they bought together. And person 2 is the host of this party. They are having a party to celebrate person 2's birthday.
And person 1 can be explained right now.
So, person 1 is basically an owner of a major oil factory, and his name is Shiva Kumar. Moving on to person 2.
So person two is the host of the party, and he's the organized a very famous sports team. He's very famous. His name is Danush Chandrasekhar.
So person three is also a owner of a company, and he is very obsessed over and he's very rich.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir. So friends, person three is really obsessed over this company. So that's we have a certain disorder OCD. So we will mention about the full form and more information in the upcoming slide. And these are the introduction. We have one more person that will be introduced by Ashwathaman. So what we have planned is first the characters would be Rajan So what we have actually we are going to do is first we are going to introduce you the character. So Ken has given the outline. So once we introduce the character, I will also give the outline, and finally we are going to introduce the major problem and also the short and crisp problem. And now person four, that is a person four problem hasn't been mentioned by anyone. So now it's not mentioned in the slide. So Ashwathaman will tell about that person. Ashwathaman over you explain it clearly so that they must definitely.
So one greetings everyone. The person for name is Rahul. The plus point of him is that he's really good at decision making. But whenever he goes depressed, he makes decisions in a very short period that harm him and others beside him. And but he doesn't fall in depression mostly. And what happens is his teachers praise him a lot, and his friends get jealous of him, his classmates, and bullies him. That becomes to be a bad past of him. So almost all the time he feels to be depressed, and now he's really shouting at others and not really good at decision making. So the problem here is that how are you going to make him come over his bad past?
Thank you, Ashwathaman. So friends, now I am going to give that is the core ideas why we have brought this story into existence. So this storyline is mainly based upon these two core areas. One is on a psychological basis and other is on a physiological basis. So I would like to mention about that more in detail. People like Dakshinana, Ritan, and many people here, the seniors would be knowing about these two. They would be really aware of these two. So, but I would like to explain it very clearly and elaborate too. So the time period is 2025, where they are stuck up in the island. Yes, so we will present you the short and crisp problems a little later. But first, we would like to mention you the major problem will be presented a little later. But I would like to speak about the first two of the short problems. That is about gene mutation and unhistamine cell. Coming to gene mutation, as I told you, it is a physiological disorder. People might be knowing about this, but I would like to elaborate a little. It's actually where normally every people must be aware of the word DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. So what it does is, when there are the DNA's main thing is for coding. If there are a lot of processes like protein synthesis and more things, if I elaborate on it, it would be really confusing. But I'm giving just a base. That is the basement of what is gene mutation. So when the DNA codes for a protein that is necessitated for that particular body, if it makes a change, if it makes a mistake in that coding, then that's known as gene mutation. So there are a lot of disorders that could be actually caused because of gene mutation. There are a lot of mutations like chemicals and radiation. But in this storyline, one person is actually affected due to radiation-based gene mutation. So that is radiator, and he is actually in the island, and that's when he realizes that he is affected with this particular problem, and he is really upset about it. At the same time, he has some other problems, like he does the major problem is these three people have to get out of the island. Okay, they have to get back to their native place. And at that time, person number one discovers that he or she is affected with this particular problem. That is the first short problem. So for person one, what you have to do do with, you will have to also give some solutions that to boost him up. If he's really upset with that he's been affected with this type of disorder. The disorder, anything you can mention, the name of the disorder can be mentioned. That is, that for example, I would like to give how this demutation occurs. If for protein there are a lot of nitrogenous base, like 5 nitrogenous base, let's take 3 examples. Okay, ATG codes for one protein. If instead of T, if they just code for U, that's known as uracil. So ATG, adenine, uracil, and guanine. When it codes for a different protein that might not be needed for that body. Okay, so that's when gene mutation occurs, when the DNA makes a mistake in coding. So this person is affected due to that type of disorder, and you have to solve that is it is psychological aspect about his low self-confidence, low self-esteem, and also how they are going to get out of this island. The second short problem is undiscovered self. So this is an undiscovered theory in psychology. So that's why I wanted to introduce this in this particular presentation. So if you normally Google about this undiscovered self, there is an author named Carl Jung who has written a book on this particular theory.
Charles Jung.
நான் பார்த்ததுல ஒரு PDF Carl Jung.
Charles Jung. It's not Jung. It's Jung. Jungian therapy. Sigmund Freud's junior, and he is the descendant of Sigmund Freud, one of the great psychologists the world has ever produced. And three-picture technique, three-finger technique, Jungian therapy is named. And the Jung, Charles Jung, and the Charles Jung. J is pronounced as Jung, Charles Jung.
So if I just read out the definition that has been given by the Google, you'll be able to understand it clearly, and then later on I will give the explanation from my own perspective. The undiscovered self is an aspect of human existence that should be accessed so that we can gain self-knowledge, and also there is ideological fanaticism. So what it does mean is, here in this perspective of the storyline, what we are expecting is the second person. Okay, about OCD, the other person will explain in our team. But about this undiscovered self, what you have to do is, it's one of the short problems. You have to make the person get aware of the dimensions. See, from your problem, the storyline that you have given us, there is one of the person whose talents are undiscovered, they are undermined. Right? So this is pretty much similar to that. You are supposed to make him realize his own talents. Either his parents, his guardians, or the people who surround him, even his friends know about his talents. He hasn't discovered about this, and he's really lowering his self-esteem and lowering his self-confidence, which would really affect him at any aspect. We want to know what will happen in the future. All that we have is the present, and we will have to use the present in a smart way. So you will have to make that person discover his or her talent. You can even change the names of the person, but we have given from our team. If you want, you can have their, you can make any changes. But the expectation that we have is we have to solve these three that is these four people's problem, and also get these people out of the island. So that's the expectation we have. And you can also add some more like disadvantage or some more disorders that the person will have, any psychological. You can also add that he's really depressed. If you add those and figure solutions, we don't have any problem, and we have all liberty to make changes in the character. So like the next person can begin.
So number 3, I'll go with number 3, OCD, which is obsessive compulsive disorder. And most of you might probably know what this is, but first I'll explain it with an example, which is in this presentation, sorry. So person 3 in this presentation has OCD. And if you don't remember what he has OCD towards, it's plushies. Plushies are really cute stuffed animals. And this idea was given by Vidashri, and I'm only saying that because I promised to tell her idea during class because she was going to be absent today. So moving on. So the owner is very rich and all, but is also very childish because he owns a plushie company and he's very obsessed over plushies. So this actually becomes a problem overall. because this person becomes very depressed in the middle of the presentation or in the middle of this crisis because he loses all of his plushies because you can't really have a plushie when you're in a mutation radiation sort of crisis. So he gets very depressed, and that's one of the solutions you need to figure out when in person 3. So that's my explanation. Thank you. Mitra, the major problem?
Yes, Kiran. I thought you could explain that.
Okay.
Yes, Kiran, I have switched to the major problem slide. If you want, you can explain the rest.
Okay, Mitra. Actually, Siddharth was supposed to go. So, Siddharth, go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Karen. Okay, hello everyone. Now I'll explain the major problem of our story. Our major problem for everyone that's on the island right now is that they must get off the island without dying. This is important because if they all die, it has no point of saving them. But if they're alive and they're returning back to the mainland, they can achieve a lot of things and get a lot of things done. In this island, there's a lot of terrible things that they don't want. They want to stay alive. Many of them have their own problems that they have to solve, but in the end, they have to solve.
Yeah, go ahead, next. What's going on? Huh?
Who told us you speak the last 2 points?
Who? They who?
Kiran, sir.
What's she doing?
Mitra, can you switch the slides?
Which slide do you want me to switch?
The storyline. Okay, and last but not least, the last 2 points of the storyline is that after the party, they leave to get off the island, but they are stuck on the island as their yacht is missing. So this is again another problem which you need a solution for, because their yacht is missing and you need to get off the island before the radiation mutation harms the 4 people. And then lastly, they look all around, but they can't figure out how to get off the island. During this crisis, another crisis arises, which is that radiation caused mutation in a person. Again, like I explained before. So the first crisis is that their yacht is missing, and the second is that the radiation caused mutation is spreading. And that's all. Thank you.
So basically, we need to escape all these people today.
Yes, sir. And also saw
I saw a lineup that you have typed and we haven't posted today. It's a major problem.
the major problem is nation.
Right, so, yeah. Team Dashis, you got the problem?
Yes.
Sir?
Alright, so the time is 6:54, almost 7 p.m. here. So now, we got the last penultimate proceeding of the Thunderbird activity. That is, Team Kiranandita has to make the Indian players give the solution for Team Dakshin problem and vice versa. Team Dakshin has to give the storyboard of Team Kiran's problem. And the Indian players from Team Dakshin are Karpita Sri, Purna Ravi, Vanilla, and Sibi Adityan, who is not here today. And from Team Kiran Nandita, it's going to be Mitra, then Aswatam, right? No, Aswatam.
No, sir. Ashwathaman. Then
Mitra, Siddharth, Mohit Sandhu Kumar, and Advait Ravi. So, the point is, we have never given any team talk time for the solutions. So, the in-ring contestants should start now. Now, I was witnessing in Team Kiran's meeting window where people were debating themselves along with the members. Like who will be playing James, who will be playing, sorry, not James, who will be playing Varun, who will be playing Mohammed and all that. Please understand that only these 4 people will be playing. So they will have to be the in-ring contestants And when they are looking for the strategic support, when they are looking for the ST, only then the other team members can come. So, I will have to decide which team wants to go first, Team Kiran and Aditya or Team Darshan?
Sir, excuse me. Sir, it seems that Kiran has to leave in 5 minutes.
Okay. Who else wants to leave?
Sir, Siddharth has raised his hand.
That.
So I just want to apologize. I left because my computer crashed.
Alright, so Siddharth and Kiran are on the brink of leaving. So, can I expect the US batch to be here on Monday for this one last presentation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Alright. Okay. Alright, Kiran and Siddharth. Now you people can leave. I'll make sure that we will have the presentations on Monday. With the rest of the time, we will do something else. Bye, Kiran, and bye, Siddharth.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye, sir. Bye,
Bye,
friends.
sir. Bye, sir.
You too, sir. Prisha, sir.
Prisha is also leaving.
Yes, sir.
Prisha, on Monday you need to speak about the thing that we both discussed, alright?
Yes, sir. No problem, sir.
Monday. Bye.
Bye, Prisha. Keep sending this.
Bye.
Bye, Prisha.
Bye, Prisha.
மத்த என்ட்ரிங் கான்டெஸ்ட்ல எப்படி அந்த டேபிள் அப்படியே பேசலாம் அதுதானே ப்ராப்ளம் நீங்க டிவைஸ் பண்ணதுக்கா டீம் சாப்பிட்டேன் இதுக்கு இன்ஸ்டன்டேனியஸா நான் இங்க வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் ஒரு 2 மினிட்ஸ் தான் டைம் அதுக்கப்புறம் கிடையாது Anybody else wants to leave?
Sir, இப்போதைக்கு வேற யாரும் chat போடல, sir.
Entering contestant Siddharth has left, yeah?
Yes, 1 minute, sir. I'll check it out. Yes, sir. Siddharth is not there, sir. Sir, from team Kiran entering contestants now in this call are Advait, Mohit, and me, sir. And in their team, unga team lo yaar yaar? Kalpitha Vanilla irukka, Sibi Adithan illa. Purna.
Team Darshan Siddharth will make a presentation now.
Okay, sir.
The entering contest of Team Darshan Siddharth, raise yourselves up. Mitra, Tasudha, sit down. Kalpita, Sri, Vanilla, Anjana, since you people are here in this call, let us not waste time. You people will finish the proceedings, and on Monday, Team Kiran will finish the proceedings. இல்ல அப்படி வேணாம் நீங்க முடிச்சிருங்க அப்புறம் பண்ணுங்க because I don't want to waste time. We still have a solid about 19-20 minutes. சிபி வெளிய அப்படியே வந்து அவன் முடிச்சிருவோம் போடா சிவிக் மைனஸ் எப்படி என்னது ஸ்டாப்லி ஆன்சர் உங்களுக்கு யாருக்கோ மைனஸ் கொடுத்துருக்கோம் என்னது இன்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணா பூர்ணா மைனஸ் கொடுத்தல பூர்ணா கேட்போம் மைனஸ் கொடுத்தல கரண் அப்ப இதுல வந்து மைனஸ் கொடுக்கல இப்ப மைனஸ் கொடுக்க சிவிக் பாருங்க அவன் பேசுவான்டா அவன் போய் வசுத்தாமனை கேட்டுப்பாரு ஒரு கடையில போய் நான் காய்ச்சல நிறைய சாப்பிடவே இல்லை நல்லா போட்டு கட்டுறதுக்கு கடைக்கு இதெல்லாம் அவனுக்கு டைம் இருக்குது குரு
Sir, sorry for informing late, sir. Sir, the plan of going out was cancelled, sir. So only I was not asking for 6:45 leave, sir.
Okay, you've done a great job. Fine, that's a good one. Okay, all right. So the entering contestants, Vanilla is here and Kalpita Sri is here. Purna is also here. So Sibi Adithan minus Sibi Adithan, you three can take up. And you can go for the ST. Kalpita, come on, start. Come on. Kalpita, Vanilla and Purna, come on, start.
So warm greetings to everyone. That was a nice storyline to Team Kiran Nandita. Now I would like to give solution of the major problem on how all the 3 persons are going to get out when their react is missing. So it is going to be a creative based one. Now, what has happened is the private island, which is owned by, they have planned it to change to a tourist spot, but they have technological gadgets in their hand and they have access to everything that is all around. Since they are they are major businessmen in that city, they have very quick access and they have all their assistants and personal assistants there. So through them, they are informing and they have made it as a private island. People who would like to visit this, they are able to visit, and they give good feedbacks on what the private island is. So when everybody are able to come, and there is a lot of chance that people here can also move out from the island without the yachts itself. So this is the solution I have for the major problem that is given by Team Kiranandita. Now I would like to ask Purna to continue.
Come on, Purna. I'm just typing the same thing. Spontaneous reaction and impromptu speech is the key for this exercise. So, yeah, just give a try. Come on, come on.
So Team Karen has given us 4 people. They all have unique problems.
Purna, if you are blank, you can always go for ST. You can pull up your teammate, any person, and then you can later on you can bring your own solution. That's always fine.
Okay, sir. I have a question. Does each person, like person 1, person 2, person 3, do they have like their own unique problems or just one of the short problems?
Team Kiran, she's asking you question.
Yes, Purna.
So person 1, person 2, person 3, you explained like the rules, but you just put short problems. So do they all have one of the problems, or do they have their own unique problems?
We have just you can just set up as a major problem, Purna. So for the major problem, Kalpitaka has already given the solution. Okay. So the thing that you have to concentrate on is the 3 sub problems, 3 short problems. And when I was presenting, although somewhere in presenting the slide, I mentioned about the psychological aspects they missed out in their mind. Okay, like people had low self-esteem. So you would have to give, you can either give solutions for all 3 sub problems, or even if you concentrate for any one sub problem, that will be fine. If you want, you can change the names also, as I mentioned in the chat box before.
Purna, it's about, you can touch upon any plot. Whichever plot is congenial for you and possible for you to touch upon, you can do that. Rest the other people will do. And please understand that in this kind of an exercise, you don't have any scope of penalty if you are missing out something. The entering contestants like you, Kalpita and Vanilla can speak whatever you can, but the rest of the things will be done by the teammates. So you're not missing anything and you're not doing any vital mistake. So just give your share of solution. Come on.
So I have to give my solution for the short problems?
Yeah, sure. Any form of contribution on the problems. Come on.
So I'm going to give a solution for the second one, undiscovered self. So I think how you would solve that problem is by just getting into more activities, group projects, team work, and then you'll kind of find your interest and you'll just move on from there. So say that I don't like any team sports or anything, or like anything at all, like dance, singing, nothing. But I saw this activity at school and I wanted to participate, and say that it was like a dance. And then I discovered that I liked dance, and yeah.
Okay, Kalpita, you raised hand.
Yes, sir. So now I would like to validate on the point that I have mentioned before. So the one reason how people are going to get to know is because they are business magnates and they are well known in that particular city. So there is a chance that all their competitors are raising criticisms against them on where they how are they doing, like all those stuffs. And for the handling the psychological problem that they have, the first thing they have to do is they have to believe in themselves, and they also have to learn to experience all those problems instead of moving away and being afraid of the problem. They have to they have to make any solutions at the spot, which whatever resources are available for them. For their mental healing, there are lot of solutions that everybody can give. The first one is, since they are three in number and they have stuck together, I would like to give group meditation, so they'll be able to have a positive spirit on. They'll be able to get out of the island. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
On that one, group meditation, I mean, I'm as much glad I'm on the group meditation idea, but then these people, Team Kiranandita has brought this energy waves, and they have this kind of scientific vibration attack over that island. Do you really think a person can attune the mind amidst that for a meditation purpose? Is that possible?
Sir, if the person are separated, sir, like no one is around them, then it is not possible, sir. Here they are three in number and they also have host and all there, sir. So if one person have positive attitude, and there is a chance that he spreads to the other two persons, sir. When they combinedly make all those possible, then there is a chance that it becomes successful, sir.
Okay, accepted. So it's a harmonial mind matching form of thinking. That's what you are mentioning, right?
Yes, sir. And sir, I would like to go for ST, sir. I would like to call my team members, sir.
Okay, so do you have any specific member to be called for ST?
Sir, those who are interested can come, sir.
Okay, so Kalpita has handed the responsibility to the ST out of the 4 members in the direct form, and we have Anjana over there as a non-entering contestant. Anybody who would like to take it? Vishnupriya, Darshan Siddharth, Vrinda. Okay, very quickly, once Vishnupriya finishes up, I am coming to the entering contestant who is ready. That's Vanilla. So once Vanilla finishes, and then I'll come to Vrinda.
Yes, that will be good.
Yeah.
So I have a solution for the short from the gene mutation. So while me and Linda referred Google about the gene mutation, it was given like about radiation. The UV radiation has been affecting the person. So in one session you mentioned that in Russia or some countries for the COVID, they said like there is the COVID is not, even if it's positive, you said they are saying it is negative, then they are getting cured from that disease. So we can also make the same here.
Placebo.
Yes, placebo.
That's a good solution.
So if we there are three more persons. So they can make him so calm that it will be cured and nothing is there in you. They can just make him more calm so that he would have a positive vibe in himself. So that would definitely make him come out of this.
That's a good idea.
Well done, Vishnupriya.
We still have STs due in the form of Veshi Vrinda and Darshan Siddharth. But before that, an entering contestant is ready to speak. That's a priority. So, Vanilla, you're on.
Sir, I wanted to actually add on to Purna's when she talked about the second minor problem. Or yeah, so for that one, like the I'm sorry, sir, I forgot the name. 1 second. I know what it is. I just forgot the name. Okay, undiscovered self. For that one, not all, how Purna said about clubs, they can try with different styles too. Like they can test things. They can test things out with their room or other sorts of things, and they can for that, not only that, but they're sorry, sir, I forgot. I don't know how to explain it. You can continue with someone else.
No problem, no problem. We are happy at least you have spoken. Your first.
The solution, sir, I would like to give as mentioned, sir, I was going for book reference, sir. I was Google it, sir, so I'm taking book reference, sir. So I got from many things, sir. As she said, it's from the radiation to UV rays, sir. So the solution is gene therapy, sir. I don't have about it, sir, but therapy is a technique they told, sir, where they can prevent the cheating, sir. So, and also Mitra said about because of this therapy, this problem, his mind was losing self-confidence, sir, and also a lot of the radiation affects him a lot, sir, when they are in the island. So I thought that this is very important. Sir. If the person wanted to eat, even the person was in the mid of the island and they were searching for food and they wanted to go out without dying, sir. So that time the self-confidence and the hope he wanted to have it, sir. So that time this disease affected him. That's going to be a big problem for all the three members, sir, because all the three should be united at any time. If one person has a problem, it should be cured at the time, sir. So in order to make him calm, sir, other two persons can bring him self-confidence that nothing is going to be done. After going to this island, sure we will be having a treatment on it, and you can be calm and you can be relaxed, sir. It can be relaxed. The self-confidence which the friends give, because before that they have a party, sir. Before coming to this island, they have a party. Sir, in that party, they have enjoyed a lot, sir. After that party only, they come to this island, sir. So in that party, they enjoyed a lot. They can think this, take this as an experience, and if they keep their mind calm, only they will get all the solutions, sir. Because if they look around, sure there will be solution to go out of this island, sir. Like they can make a boat and they can go out of this island. In any case, sir, then after reaching the shore, they can call to whomever person they want and they can inform it to the higher officers, police, and.
Is this telephone an advancement period?
Sir, no, 20. 20.
Then it's not possible.
Okay, just add on to this. So, like she said, like we can make some boards. There will definitely be as an island. Island has lots of trees in it, so they can definitely cut a tree and they could make a boat and they could definitely escape from the islands.
Right. Possible.
Coming to step. It's
Right, possible.
next solution for undiscovered.
One nimishan. Kalpita, you raised hand. You have something to say before she goes to next.
Sir. Yes, sir. After Prinda, I will continue, sir.
Okay, then you.
The solution for undiscovered cells, sir. So here in this island, we are suffering from how to go, sir. So that time he can discover his talents, sir. Like he can search around and he can think whatever he did in his life to overcome the problem. Then you can utilize him, sir, so that he can realize what is actually in me, which I can make everyone to be escaped, to be safe, sir. Because each one has their own talents, sir, and they can express. Each one has different way of expressing, sir. So sometimes the situation makes them to express their own talent, sir. So this is a situation where he can put his mind and work his mind, sir. So as Indra said yesterday, sir, said about advertising, sir, he was using his brain a lot after when they take his brain and research more about it, he was using his brain a lot, sir. So that time when the situation occurs.
How much percentage she was using? How much percentage of brain was Albert Einstein using?
Sir, 90.
Oh, 4%. Albert Einstein was using 4% of his brain.
95
That's a myth. That's a myth. Nobody in this human evolution form in these 2000 plus years has been born or would ever be born to use the 90% of the brain. That's clinically impossible. Even Albert Einstein used only to an extent of 4 to 9% or something. But the clinical researchers that mention that he used more than 90% is a myth, is an illusion. It's not truth.
So 90%
That's it.
So like that he can take this experience, sir, and he can explore his own talent by thinking and being calm and thinking how to say, sir. So if he bring up a solution for sir, by thinking, sure he can explore himself, sir. So I can also do something to myself, and I also have some talent, sir. And confidently.
All right. Good job.
Well done, Brinda.
We'll go to the in-ring contestant and then come to you. Help it up.
Yes, sir. Sir, the problem that they're facing and the situation they are is uncertainty and fear, sir. So when we go for psychological therapies that you have taught us for handling fear and uncertainty, three picture technique would be more helpful, sir. And you have posted a video also, sir, 1 year back or so. You have taught everybody here, sir. So to handle that particular situation, I think three picture technique will be helpful, sir. And they have to prioritize, sir. They are business people. They, as they have mentioned, the first thing they have to do is they have to try to come out of that, sir. I all my teammates have given solution for that also, sir. And once they come after that, they have to be psychologically strong to face all the medias and all the criticisms, sir. Then they can go over, then they can take over the business, sir. So they have to be proper mindset, and they have to balance everything, sir, both their mental things and their businesses, sir.
Right, okay. So another therapy interface by Kalpika Sri. Fine, so we are done with Dakshin Siddharth's interface of solution, and then Team Dakshin and Rhythm. So we are both finished, and we are done with today's class. And on Monday, Team Kiran and Rhythm will give us solution for.
Yes, sir.
You will preparation time கொடுக்கல. அதனால Team Kiran is not supposed to take any time for preparation.
But we can serve in the internet form.
So here each one should be a don't curve or not copy or escaping from the silence. And I told my part. So this everything will be calculated at once.
Yeah, after they both finish, I will immediately give the marks. Every time a person speaks, he or she will be evaluated out of 50. Whether it is an interim contestant or an SC contestant, that doesn't matter. So you will be evaluated for 50, she will be evaluated for 50. Arpita, Vanilla, everybody will be evaluated. The more you speak, the more you speak.
So that's not a problem, like each one has a story of
That's not a problem. That's not.
Sir, Mohan will not be here on Monday, sir. He is different purpose. He is on different purpose.
So, what? You are
Yes,
taking leave from Monday, right?
yes, sir.
So, shall we hear the interim contribution from Mohit now itself?
Yes.
Just like in the Gunner attitude, he heard from Rudra, right? So, Mohit, you can give your share of solution for Team Dakshin Siddharth storyboard as a contribution from Team Kiranandita now itself, and then you can leave after we finish. So, but before that, once again, I'll finish up with Dakshin and Rhythm, and then I'll come back to you. Is that okay, Mohit?
Okay, sir.
Right. All right, the last two contributors from Team Dakshin Siddharth are the leader Dakshin Siddharth himself and Rhythm Nitesh. Dakshin. Quick, yes, make it quick.
Yes.
Make it quick.
Okay. Sir, I have.
ஏன்னா மோஹித் பேசணும்
Sir, already 790.
799 7
Okay.
Ah.
Sir, Monday கண்டிப்பா. இப்போ நீங்க ஏன்னா அவங்க சொல்லுங்க. அவங்க பேசுறது.
நீ என்ன பேசினாலும் அந்த மாதிரி மேல கிடையாது.
சரி ஓகே சார். அல்ல சார் நீங்க
Sir,
சொன்னதெல்லாம்
சொல்லுங்க over பேசணும்.
இந்த சானிடைசர் இருக்குல்ல டெய்லி நைட் தூங்கும்போது முக்கால் டம்ளர் சானிடைசரும் அரை டம்ளர் அது கூட 4 டம்ளர் விளக்கெண்ணெய் அதையும் சேர்த்து குடிச்சீங்கன்னா மூணு நல்லா வேலை யாருமா அதை சொல்லுவாங்க க்ளோஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க. Okay, so Dakshin Siddharth and Rhythm Nitish need a little bit time, so let's postpone to Monday. So Mohit is starting now for Team Kiran Nandita, and he is giving his share of solution for the storyboard that Team Dakshin Siddharth has offered to them. Mohit, you're on. Come on, thanks, Shastra.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. So, sir, for Mohammed's problem, sir. Sir, I like would say that Mohammed to extend the plans about a particular famous role model that was very poor but grew up to be a big person, sir. Like Albert Einstein and Isaac Newton, they each had like some kind of like health problem and they still became famous, sir. So, but sir, all Mohammed's also focus on his studies, sir, and he's also just follow his hobby when he's free, sir. He should not always focus on playing the soccer, sir. And for Karen, sir, Karen is has a self-doubt problem, sir, and has fear is being outsmarted by his parents said. So Karen should like think before acting and just follow his instincts, sir. Like if Karen says he wants to do this, he should do it, sir. He should just follow his gut instinct, sir. And he should not be scared of being outsmarted by his peers. He should just think that being outsmarted by his peers is just a myth. It cannot happen. It's not real, sir. And sir, for Bruno's problem, sir, um, um, Bruno should practice more, sir, and he should pray to his parents, sir. If his parents still don't agree, then he should like talk back to himself and saying that this is my passion. Music is what I really do, and I really want to continue it, and I really like it. So he should say that, sir. And for Ram, sir, Ram has a fear of the hostel life, sir. Sir, Ram would I suggest Ram talk to his parents, sir. If they still say no, he should do three finger technique to stop thinking that his future will be bad because of thinking of the hostel life. He must look at the outcomes of how it will change him into a good person and how he will be have a good job in the future. Then for Kumar, sir, if he does not like his job, sir, he I think he should like switch to the job, sir. Switch a different subject. He should follow his passion, sir, and he should like find something that's very suitable for him that he loves doing. Uh, and for Rita, sir, she uh, if you want to become a doctor, sir, she could become a doctor if you focus well on academics, sir. And for Sheena, sir, um, if parents are very supportive of what he does, sir, that's good. But if she's being a bully at school, sir, that's taking advantage of her parents, she shouldn't do that. She should like accept, think of it as a positive way, and someone should like tell Sheena's parents that Sheena's doing this at school so that they can like not be very always supportive, but sometimes supportive. And for Dave, he should do the last he met it, sir, to forget his bad past as a bully, sir, and he's not very smart, sir. So he could read more books and gain knowledge, sir. These are my solutions, sir.
Very well done, Mohit.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, friends.
What a dedicated, composed effort. Good job, Mohit. I'm registering the mark now itself for Mohit. He has scored 48 out of 50.
Very well done, Mohit. Great
Thank you, sir.
contribution.
Thank you, friends.
Well, boys and girls, Mohit Sendil Kumar. Yeah, you want to say something? Well, boys and girls, Mohit Sendil Kumar has been attending 41 classes so far, ever since he has joined in the month of June. So half month of June and the whole month of July. So he has been attending almost about 8 classes in the US batch, and the rest of the classes, 35 plus classes in the Indian batch. Close to 100 hours of training in this season. Last time when Mohit joined, he was there in the US batch completely from July to October 2020. And here in 2021, he joined in the month of June, and he is relieving himself after July 31st. So Mohit, I really appreciate you for your consistency, and you haven't been, except one day, you haven't been late or absent. And I hope that you will be continuing. Please do 3-finger technique therapy, and I have 2 more therapies to be given to you. I'll leave it to you. When do you want to return to MS evening sessions? I'll leave it to you and your parents. So whenever you want to come, you can always come, and you have to practice these 3 therapies until you return to MS evening sessions. I will be sending the 2 videos of the 2 new therapies. You know about 3-finger technique. You yourself made a presentation on that. And there are 2 other therapies. I will send the link to you on after this class tonight. All right, Mohit?
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. So, Mohit Sendil Kumar has given a message, and I would like to read out for everybody. I had a great time with you, Mohit. I had a great time with you, Mohit. Everyone here have admitted their sincerity and responsibility. You have always been like a brother to me. Thanks for making me feel like that. Warmest congratulations, appreciations to you, to your contribution. We'll miss you. All the very best and have a great year ahead, Mohit. Wonderful job. And thanks for the contribution, being a team leader and being a team captain. Bye. Good job. I appreciate this session, Mitra. Good.
Well done, Mitra.
15 bonus for you. Team Kiran. Yes. Come on, Purna. I took a lot of breath in between. Yeah, Ata. Okay. Alright, sir, how can you talk so fast? Vanilla, when I go to the gym, I also take a 2 kg dumbbell and I tie it up with the tongue and I work out for the tongue oscillate, so the tongue oscillates very fast. So I don't only work out for my arms and legs, I work out for the tongue. She says amazing for that. Sir, that's amazing, sir. Okay, alright. So we are coming to the close of today's session, boys and girls. Team Darshan Siddharth will have Darshan Siddharth and Ritan Nitish himself to give the contribution. Anyhow, Team Kiran is going to have a whole lot of session. Vanilla, Purna, and Advait, the US batch people who were present, I would like to say a news. Idea is not going to be in MS evening sessions any longer. You know, few moments back, and Anjana, it's for your information as well. Few moments back, you saw me attending a call that was Vanilla's, that was Idea's dad, not Vanilla's dad, Idea's dad. So, the reason why Idea has been stopped, I will explain to you in the US batch personally. So, Idea is not going to be here until her dad is putting into the roster all over again. Okay, so Guru Prasanna.
Yes, sir.
So, although you are not an entering contestant, I want you to contribute well on Monday. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
All right. So, Brinda's parent has done. Okay. So, any other questions, boys and girls?
Sir, I want to say one thing, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, as you said to Vishnu Priyaka, sir, I am following journal writing and I'm following subliminal also, sir. Sir, but one thing, sir, if I will show my anger towards my father, sir, a lot, sir. Sir, for some reasons only, sir, without, sir, if something I ask no, sir, he will just bought me, sir, but I will be tensed before he bought me, sir. Sir, he will be quick, within 1 or 2 days he will brought it, sir, but I will be very tensed, sir. If even one day I told him he wasn't able to brought it means also I will be very tensed and show angry towards him, sir.
That's quite common, Guru Prasanna. I'm actually taking this as a very big challenge. I'm still working on anger management, part 2. Kalpita has been asking since long time. Maybe on Tuesday, we will speak about the gunner attitude therapy. I think I have posted a video on gunner attitude a day back, right?
Yes.
So a day back.
Yes, sir.
So there I have spoken about something, and gunner attitude, proper therapy explanation and anger management part 2 therapy explanation are pending. I'm still doing a research. Fortunately, tomorrow being a Sunday, I'll spend some more time in researching. I'll have to sit and close my eyes in this chair. Things will start flowing and I will write down. That's how I discover the therapy. So tomorrow I'll come up with a real, a sublime solution for your anger, and we will speak about that on Tuesday after finishing this Thunderbird activity. All right, good, Prasanna?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Boy, my birthday, yeah, Vishnupriya is right. November 26th.
Okay, sir.
Okay. All right, boys and girls. Anjana.
That was an accident. Sorry.
I hope the insurance is covered, Anjana. Right. Okay. Okay, Indian batch, expect your CRS update tomorrow. Yeah, I wanted to present US batch to CRS, but who is present in US batch?
Sir, now Monday.
The Purna, Vanilla, Kiran is not. Purna, Vanilla, Anjana, and Advaita are here. Yeah. Do you guys want to see your CRS now or on Monday? US
Monday. Whatever Benny says.
Anjana says whatever Venny says. Venny says whatever Anjana says.
Monday present. Sorry.
Sir, okay, fine. Monday physical activity இருக்கும். நான் அது கீழ செட் பண்ணனும். கேமராலாம் கீழ செட் பண்ணனும். ஏன்னா சரி. Okay, you finish this Thunderbird on Monday and then we'll have a physical activity. And that's not in this hall, that's in the downstairs hall. Hey, என்னடா கிளம்பும்போது கை தூக்கி.
Sir, can you give a glance about the activity, sir?
The glance about the activity is Barcelona எங்கெங்கெல்லாம் மேட்ச் கண்டக்ட் பண்ணாங்க அங்க எல்லாம் அந்த ஸ்டேடியம்ல தான் அது நடக்க போகுது. நான் தான் மேனேஜர். நான் கோட் சூட் பூட்லாம் போட்டுட்டு ஹேட்லாம் போட்டு வருவேன். ஆமா, அதுல வந்து ஹாக்கி ராக்கெட் Yes, Purna, you're going to come downstairs. There is a hall. I'll show you. That's my car shit. It's not a hall. So we play there. Cancel. எது வேண்டாம் கிளம்பலாம். So Guru Prasanna, it's going to be hockey and football. First hockey.
Yes.
So, right. Sorry, Imaj.
Sir, it's Guru Prasanna, sir.
Tell me, Guru.
Sir, hockey, sir.
Yeah, hockey. Like I have 2 hockey rackets and we will have a goal post set with the UPVC pipe and see நம்ம யூத் கார்போடைய யூடியூப் MSES செஷன்ஸ் யூடியூப் சேனல்ல போய் பிப்ரவரி மார்ச் அந்த டைம்ல போய் அந்த வீடியோஸ் எல்லாம் பாரு, உனக்கே புரியும். ஸ்பெசிபிக்கலி கோ ஃபார் மார்ச்ல தான் அந்த ஃபுல் ஹால் எக்யூப்டா இருக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்கும். ஸோ அங்க வந்து March 17th மேல பாரு. March 17th வீடியோ கிளிப்பிங்ஸ் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா you will understand. Okay. So that's what is going to happen. Yeah, மார்ச்சுக்கு அப்புறம் இப்ப ஜூலை ஆயிடுச்சு, இவனுங்க விளையாடவே இல்லை. So Monday we will have it after Thunderbird finishes.
Yes, sir.
Purna has become a cat from a cow. Okay. Okay. All right. Sit down.
Sir, cultural fest starting. The boy get us.
Mohit, you are ready. Okay, cultural fest will be there if you are on Monday. I'm giving you the word. Mohit is the cultural fest. No, vara mudiyada. Hey, check mate ra.
So Monday US first for one.
Sir, US na kanasi race
Yeah, இரு அஞ்சனா கை தூக்கி இருக்கா. இதை விட பெரிய கல்ச்சரல் ஃபெஸ்ட் உங்களுக்கு வேற எதுவும் இல்லை. சொல்லுமா அஞ்சனா.
What time is the culture fest?
I don't have any plans to conduct cultural fest and I made it as a manipulation. Mohit is getting relieved. He's not going to be here on Monday. So I was giving an open challenge. If Mohit is joining on Monday, there will be cultural fest, which is quite unlikely to happen. So the finding is, Anjana, we are not having cultural fest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Right. So any questions? Kalpita, Guru Prasanna, Vanilla, Anjana, Purna?
No,
Any
sir.
questions?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
All right. So, yeah. So, boys and girls, in terms of this kind of sports, do you mind? Yes, absolutely. In case of the sports activity, what we will do is we will have a direct team in one way, and online team will debut some people in the direct. That's how the contest will happen. It is just not playing alone. You know, there will be an activity merged with it. அப்படித்தான் இருக்கும். சும்மா வந்து கோல் அடிக்க நான் கை தட்டி சும்மா டைவ் பண்ணாரு. ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் ஆக்டிவிட்டி கேட்டதா பண்ற அதுக்காக வந்து சும்மா வந்து ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் ஆக்டிவிட்டில அப்படியே வந்து கிரவுண்ட் வராது. It's an activity. There will be strategizing activity. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Don't expect anything else. Okay, all right. So in that case, Guru Prasanna, Kalpita, Purna, Mohit, Advait, Vanilla, and Anjana. Goodbye, Mohit, and good night, everybody. See you on Monday. Thank you so much.
Bye, Mohit. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, sir. Bye, everyone.
Bye bye, Mohit.
Bye.